Hello. Okay, I don't know if anyone's there, and if anyone can hear me, please let me know if you hear me. Okay, right. Please let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the worst pastor in the UK. The worst one, not the best one, but the worst pastor in UK. Before I get into this particular stream, I will tell you a little bit about this pastor here. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay. Hey, hello. Free Thought Channel. Hello, good to see you, Free Thought Channel. I don't think I've seen you here before. Dean, hey, hello. Dean, hello. Doug, good to see you. Jerome, where has Jerome been? Jerome, where have you been? My family used to talk about, SPAC Nation. SPAC Nation. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. Thank you. Greetings, looking good and sounding good, right? Thank you very much. Hey, Uncle Jesus. Hello, and good to see you. Okay, let's get started. There's quite a bit to get into with this particular pastor. He is, in my opinion, he is the worst. He is the worst. Right, okay, let me see if I can show this here. So let me share my screen so you guys can see this here about this man. God. Okay, when I tell you he's the worst, he is the worst of them all. So this is our dear friend Tobi Adegboyega. So Tobi was born on the 11th of November 1980. He is Nigerian pastor who moved to the UK. He is the founder of the Salvation Proclaimers Anointed Church, SPAC. So when you hear that name SPAC, it stands for Salvation Proclaimers Anointed Church, otherwise known as SPAC Nation. But now the name has now changed to NXTION Family, but it's spelled NXTION. It's a Pentecostal church based in London, England. He is Yoruba by tribe. Okay. So Tobi moved to London from Lagos in 2005. On arrival in London, he shared a room with his cousin, actor John Boyega. Right. Let me see if, don't know if you guys know this person. I think he's acted in Star Wars. But John Boyega has no This is nothing to do with John Boyega. They're just cousins. And when he arrived in the UK, apparently he shared the place with John, but John has nothing to do with his pastoral ministry. So, okay, go back here. I don't know if you guys can see. Right, that's his cousin from Star Wars. I think Star Wars is the most popular one that he's done. Okay, so, okay, go back. So Tobi started SPAC Nation in 2008. The church was started with only 3 members. The church is based in Croydon, South London. As pastor, he encourages criminals to drop their weapons at the altar of his church during services, an act that received both praise and criticism from the public. On the 20th of May 2020, Tobi stepped down as lead pastor of SPAC Nation and handed over to Sam Akokiai and Dami Balogun. The announcement was made via the church official Twitter handle. Now, a BBC Panorama investigation accused Tobi Adegboyega and other leaders of the church of financially exploiting members of the church. Panorama interviewed members of the church who accused the church and suggested that Adegboyega has to be held accountable. Panorama later released a video where Tobi was quoted to say he believed it was no big deal for 2 members of the church, no big deal for the members of the church to give at least, listen to these guys, to give at least £1,000 to the church every month, and that the church needs to make £1 million monthly. A member of the church, Nino, claimed he was asked for £20,000 by Tobi Adegboyega, who said he needed it for an investment. While the church denied these allegations, Tobi declined an interview with BBC Panorama. In January 2020, his church was accused of financial exploitation and fraud by the Croydon North MP, Steve Reed. But as of February 2020, the police said they would not launch a criminal inquiry. Many other allegations of financial misappropriation, fraud, domestic abuse, sexual abuse have been raised against this church, SPAC Nation, and pastors of the church. In 2019, SPAC Nation was accused of pressuring the young people to sell blood. Go sell blood and bring money. So in 2018, Victoria Derbyshire did a piece on SPAC Nation and reported that Tobi Adegboyega had 14 ex-criminals living with him. At the release of these convicts from prison, he will take them in with the aim of making sure they don't fall back into crime. He encourages the former gang members to drop their weapons at the altar. It became crazy because this man's church, they encourage these young people, they encourage communal living. This particular man, this is going to be a series. This right here is going to be a series because there really is a lot to get into with this man. But first things first, let's get started. Let's go and have a look at Pastor Tobi. What exactly does he teach? Now, before we get into what he teaches, just have a look at him as a person. Just 1 second.
Giveaway. Yeah. So your first comment, let me see those who Jordan 4s or Jordan 1s, Rolexes got more than one. Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel, Tobi channel. I've got lots of these to give away. Yeah. So your first comment, let me see those who comment first. All the sneakerheads, those who are resellers, I want you to come on this page and you can tell me what you are reselling and what you have to offer. But let's go through this. This for me is because of comfortability. It's so comfortable. It's like wearing a trainers and then a slippers. You understand? But it didn't go up as much as we thought it will. But the comfort is beautiful. We've got Jordan 4s, isn't it? Jordan 1. Jordan 1. This is awesome, guys. Fresh, clean. It's about the beauty first, then you think about the money. But let me show you this. Look at this one. This retailed at £160. Right now, it is £500. It's £160. And then, of course, just in a way, we have the utility, Jordan 1 utility. Yeah, still going to go up in price, but it's the utility thing. I understand, because you can put your coins here or your gold ring. Then you can put, what would you put here? I don't know, whatever. Look at this, and it gets more beautiful. These sneakers here, everybody stops me for it. They just want to know.
Guys, this is a 42-year-old man. 41 or 42? 42. He's a 42-year-old man. Pastor, husband, father. Sneakers. That's, guys, this is not bad. It gets worse. It gets worse than this. He comes out and he says things like he'll wear clothes, Fendi. He's wearing Fendi. And then he stands there, does a video, he says, I'm offending with Fendi. You know, I am offending with, don't worry, guys, just hang on with me. Let's okay.
Why is this thing this beautiful? So we've got an NFT concept for it, and I think it's going to be beautiful. But let's talk money now. Of course, paid 1,500 for this. Yes. Now it's how much? You guess. I'll let you guess that. But look at this now. This is the money thing. Look at this beauty. It's actually beautiful by itself. But look at this. We paid about 2,500 for this. Right now, it's £7,000. This is crazy. Would you have thought trainers can increase more than 100% investment, like shoes? So if it's our father's generation, they will think, what are you talking about? They're just sport shoes. It's like for football, right? This is money spinning. So that's 5K within few months. And look at this beauty. £2,500 few months ago. And guess what? It gets more expensive because we're not ready to sell now. Eventually, as people say, well, what about if it is one? People say, well, no, it depends on who wore it. So I'm still going to keep this for a few years. Then I'll sign it PT, and it's going to be sold for about
£20,000. You wish. You wish. Guys, why this guy is the worst pastor in the UK? I'll tell you why. So, some years ago, or rather maybe, I think even till now, the UK had a problem with young people and gangs. Young boys joining gangs and just killing themselves. Just for no good reason. Just kill, just 14, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds dying, just like that. At the hands of each other. One gang will lure one young boy, a girl will come and see me here. He goes and just never makes it back home. Most of these young boys are immigrants to the UK who their family have fled, really bad lives in whatever country. They come to the UK for a better life. Life is starting to get good for the family. And the young children think, okay, I'll go join a gang. Before you know it, 15-year-olds get killed. So, Tobi started his church. And Tobi his target were the gangs, were the gang boys. You go looking for them. I think he started with one, and one started will bring the other, and then slowly. Now preach Christ to them, and before you know it, they start church. But unfortunately, most of these gang people never really left the gang culture. They never really, some of them were criminals, and they brought this criminal activity to church. And Tobi just didn't, he didn't frown on it. He didn't, he just accepted them. In fact, Tobi in his church, what they do, communal living. We will get into that on a different day. It's communal living business. What they do. Tobi wanted to start owning hostels for troubled young people. There were videos that were circulating. Some of these youngsters were being abused by Tobi's pastors. It's a whole big deal. We will do that. I'm going to do a complete series on this guy. It turns out these young people were encouraged to go to work, come back, all the money they make, I didn't say some, I said all the money these young people make, because they now had what they call trap houses. These trap houses is where they house these young people. They tell them go to work, they go do the work. When they come back, they get paid. Everything is brought to the mentor, the one in charge of the home. And that one takes all the money and just takes it to Tobi. Let's carry on.
And then we'll give the money to charity. That's the intention, guys. I haven't even spoken about connecting this to NFT, what you can see on the screen actually. Now this is Travis Scott, £1,500 now. I was saying in the teaser video, it was £145, 1,500. How many percent is that, guys? Crazy stuff. Yes, the shoe is nice. It looks cute. Pink lace, black, blue, and all those stuff. But the money is better. The money is made is better. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Which other one should we deal with here? I just like this for the color, the texture of it. I'm not sure what the prices are or what it's not. But you see this collection, what I'm trying to say is, if I have a daughter or a son who wants to start business, these are community now. We don't have to sell drugs anymore. We don't have to do these things. You start them up. Again, we've talked about these three sets. So this is number one, number 23 of 50, and number 50 of 50. So these three right here would cost 600 to buy, £600. But to buy it then, that's what it costed. To buy it now, £3,000. So what would I give to a young girl, my daughter or my son, to start life with? Say, if you can resell these things, if you can go pick the right trainers and predict that they will go up in price and value, you can resell them, you can buy them low, then you can resell them. Guess what? They won't have to be on the street. This series is the first of many series of me talking about monies in strange places and places that we wouldn't have thought of before. That's how money works. Money does not care. It has no smell. It doesn't care what you do. And in this case, what we're giving people is alternative. Okay. So what I'm saying to the sneakerhead is, you send me the trainers you've got. Let me see. If you've got something special, you can predict that it's going to go up. We will buy it from you. We will invest in your business, and in turn, your business will be working well. Black Label will buy it, or Hemi will buy it, and then your business will grow. You'll be able to create your own.
So, guys, Tobi is trying to teach his people how to invest in sneakers. This is Tobi again. 1 second. Let's see. Let's show you Tobi. What Tobi usually gets up to. So, him and his group of pastors, they're in a place called Ashburnham. And this is leadership retreat. This is a leadership retreat. Leadership in the church. So this is church leaders, but they're young people. Hey, Steve, the career manager. Paul Schlattler, hello. Okay, sorry guys. Let's see. Right, that's that. Okay, one more video and we will get into what exactly does Tobi preach. Right, let's get here. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. Okay, so this one is titled Dress and Talk with Pastor Tobi. I'll speed him up a bit. Okay, he's on 1.2, right? That's okay. Right, tell us.
Good morning. It's Sunday morning, and I feel like, as I'm dressing up this morning, I feel like I should tell you a story. I remember being a kitchen porter a few years ago, some years ago. That means washing plates, and I think what kept us is commitment. Why are you washing plates in London and using all the money that you're getting to help young people in a deprived area in Peckham? That's my story. You are nothing without your story. Our philosophy is formed on our story. Do you like this? I'm going to dress up and you're going to see. But what kept us doing that? Why were we doing that when it didn't make sense to the normal, typical church or a young man who wants to be something in life? Well, it is the things that we saw today or that we're seeing today that kept us going. But at the time, we couldn't see it. It's not like you can see what will become, how much you raise leaders. We're just committed. So I call it focus without flinching, and then commitment being the new comfort zone. And that's what has been happening. So I think whatever it is that you do right now, I don't think it will look like where you want to go. But I think the power of commitment changes things. It makes what is not supposed to work out. So I'm only doing this because there are so many questions and stories about, that church, those people, they just came out of nowhere. No. And when we had difficult times, it is that focus without flinching, the ability to stay true to something that we believe in. Actually, whilst I'm doing this, let me dress up and then you rate the drip. So the song I played last week
you
said,
rate his drip.
And until you know people's story, when you hear things in the world today like how I've judged them before, upon what did you judge?
So he's going to get dressed, and you have to rate, because the young people in the UK call they call when you dress and dress really nice, they call it drip. They even have a song. His church, gang boys in his church set up a music crew. What they used to call themselves again? I forgot the name of. They had a song, and the title of the song was Drippy, 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 Drippy. Just all about clothes. All about clothes, fashion, all drip, drip, drip. So Tobi wants you to rate his drip.
Let's decide together, by the way, which one? This or this? It's all pristine watches. All of this, Black Label. We just do this. Commitment makes the impossible possible, and most people you'll meet in life are not committed. And I've said the reason why we're not committed most times is that we have options. When there are so many options, commitment becomes difficult. So for those who ask, how do you go through difficult times like many people in the world are going through right now, or like you guys go through, misunderstood but yet loved by many? It's very simple. Again, I repeat, it is focus without flinching. Actually,
focus without flinching.
I think you will love this. It's so heavy, but it's so nice. How do you change the world? How do you raise leaders like we've done? And I give an example this morning of a lady called Jade. I've posted out my story. At the age of 19, she contested for one of the offices, political office in the UK. That's my story for the week, and that's why I've been posting that since yesterday. And people have asked me, how can you raise people like this? I've seen people ask me questions from different locations all around UK and Nigeria. How do you raise young people? They said it's so difficult. Someone texted me this morning saying, look, I've done everything possible. They keep going away. I said, look, it is commitment. It's never the first person. Whatever you're doing right now, if you have the ability to commit to it nonstop with a gain unflinching focus, it would end up working out. Anything that is short term is rubbish. Long term is how to think. Long term is how to plan. So commitment can get us where we cannot get ourselves. So forget about the skill. Skill is fine. Forget about the resources or the money to start. The commitment will bring money. Commitment changes everything. Commitment is why we are who we are. Commitment is why you've had so many oppositions and nothing is able to win us. People think prayer will do that.
Okay, Tobi, thank you. Thank you for that. Jeez. Okay, guys. We're going to get to the worst part of things. There is a lot to get into with this particular man, but tonight we will just deal with just a few things. Just 1 second. Let's see. Where's the other video? Right. Okay. So this is where it starts to get problematic with Tobi. So all these young people he gathered together with him, they were making these young people go and get loans because they have to pay seeds. They have to pay their seeds to church. So these young people were made to go to the bank because, you know, when you're young, you haven't got, your credit is still very good. Young adults, right? Fresh out of uni, getting into employment, starting from scratch. They've moved, these people are encouraged to leave mom and dad's home and move in with your mentor. They put one mentor to one home and gather together about 10 youngsters together. In fact, Tobi got into trouble recently. They said Tobi's pastors, you would park their big cars in front of secondary schools and claim that they are preaching to the young people there, invite them to church, tell them, come over to SPAC Nation. We've got, you know, things that it's drippy in SPAC Nation. And these young people, very impressionable, never seen this kind of flash cars, never seen this sort of drip before. Gosh, something must be happening. Then they go to this place. And before you know it, they tell them, okay, you've got to pay seeds. How do you think all of this came? SPAC Nation has been closed down recently. The church SPAC Nation. Financial misappropriation. There's really a lot with this guy. It's so anyway, this video here is Tobi justifying why his members being in debt for his sake is gain. Okay, I'll let you listen.
Breathing. The economy of the world is breathing. The economy of the world is sick at the moment. And so I'm only in debt because of giving. You were going to be in debt anyway. Have you not seen people, please?
So member says, we are in debt because we are giving to you, your church, the church. Tobi says, whether you give to me or not, you're going to be in debt anyway. Because the economy is sick. You give to me, you don't give to me, you will still end up in debt. That is the projection of the life of these young people. You'll still be in debt anyway. So what difference does it make?
How many people are in the world today? There are billions of people in debt. How many of them are in debt because of giving? Either you give or not, you're still going to go in debt. Do you understand that? No, it's just that for me, my own debt is a given debt. Now, I'm confident in that. The child still grew worse and worse. The food that she was going to cook for him was not going to.
So you heard that, right? Okay, no, this is not the video I want you guys to see, because it's a BBC. That video is a BBC expose on Tobi and his church. But if I play that video, I'm going to get a copyright strike. So, right, let's go now and go and listen to what exactly does Tobi preach in his church. 1 second, guys. Drippy, 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 drippy. It's so funny. This drippy song him and his guys did. You know what? I don't know if I can play that video, but just not without the drip song. Oh shoot. Let's see. Hold on. See if I can play that drippy song. Drippy. 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 Let's see. Okay, before we do drippy, I need you guys to see. So 8 months ago, Tobi celebrated his 41 or 42. I don't know. So let's have a look at Tobi's birthday. No, actually, no. Link Up TV. No. I just realized if I play this video, we're going to get into some trouble. It looks like it's copyright protected. So no. Okay. I'll just show you one of his pastors. So this is one of the leaders in his church. This is a drip they talk about, the drip. What's in your closet? So this is one of the leaders in his church. So SPAC Nation pastor shows us her £1 million wardrobe. Bear in mind, guys, in this church, the majority of people are youngsters between the age, because they got into trouble going to preach to 13-year-olds. They park their cars, their big cars, in front of secondary schools. They offer these youngsters chicken and chips and tell them, come to church. They get them while they're young in the name of winning souls. That's what Tobi says. Tobi says they've got to win souls. But Tobi does not. There's a video was circulating. Tobi said the age of 40, what was it, 30, 40, was too old. They're too far gone. I'll look for that video. He doesn't want anyone who's below the age of, I think I'll find it. But in the meantime, let's watch the £1 million wardrobe.
Hello. Good afternoon, good morning, good day to you all, wherever you are. My name is Pastor Bookie, Pastor Mary, and welcome to my apartment. Today, we're going to be doing some closet talk, so come on in. So before I take you upstairs to the wardrobe, I'm going to have a drink because I'm quite thirsty. I do hope that there's an appropriate drink that I can drink here, if you know what I mean. Just 1 second. Actually, there isn't. But I'm going to do some water instead. Water is always good for the skin, apparently. Right. So let me just tell you a little bit about my journey. I started the Nation about 10 years ago, but I've known Pastor Tobi since I was 17, spring chicken. And basically since then, I've been in the Nation on the keyboard. And what I've noticed over the years is there's been a lot of evolution, a lot of development, a lot of progressive change. One thing that I can mention is definitely the change in style, the change in how people look. So prior, I remember before seeing a lot of older, more mature women in the front row of the service with the
So
long
she's
skirts,
offending.
the
She's
and
offending with Fendi.
they were blocking people from seeing what was going on in the on the stage. Bless them. But now, have you seen the way our current ladies dress? I mean, they come with the Gucci's, the Chanel's, the Birkin. It's amazing. I love it. I love seeing the change, especially from behind the keyboard where I sit. Speaking of keyboard, I have been playing the keyboard in the nation for about, again, 10 plus years. I started learning the piano, the keyboard, when I was about 10 years old, and I've stuck to that instrument ever since. And I can't really see myself doing anything else. I mean, I was singing before, actually. Did you know, I used to be in the choir. Yes, I used to sing. And P-Sam cut my singing career quite short. Thank you, P-Sam. Probably did me a favor, actually. Anyway, so yes, as I was saying before, the style of dressing has definitely changed. I mean, just look at Father PT. Look at PT.
PT.
His style has definitely.
So when she says PT, that's Pastor Tobi. Now, it's been said that most of these houses they usually show off are rented properties. They try to make themselves look like they're all so wealthy. They move into these places. Within 6 months, they're kicked out. But while they're there, oh my, all sorts of live streams are done in these posh places. They try to put out an image like they are dripping in wealth. But SPAC Nation people have been known to move from place to. They used to rent the most expensive of halls just to do church. But when they got into so much trouble, now they started using the homes that they rent. But they make people assume and make people think that they own these houses, but they don't. They're rented. They rent for a short period of time. Before you know it, they're on to the next.
Changed over the years and improved. But hey, it's not about him. Sorry.
It's not about her pastor.
It's about me today. So as we're in the room, we're going to now have a look at some of my outfits. So come along. So welcome to my closet. Right, I'm going to start with my favorite brand. Guys, what do you think my favorite brand is? The Gucci, the LV, the Dior, the drum roll? Okay, it's actually LV. And my favorite jacket is this piece right here. It's quite different, it's quirky, and you can sort of style it many different ways. Cool. So one of my other favorite jackets is actually this one. You might have seen this on Instagram. And one of the reasons why I love it is that it brings out the gangster side in me, like the gangster cheek side. Yes, I used to be a tomboy when I was younger, and that's not really left. So you can style this with a hood up and the shades. It's fantastic. So let's move on over.
Guys, you notice how everything in there is all strategically placed. All the designer stuff. Look, all of this is their target are the youngsters. Someone like myself is not their target. I'm too old for these shenanigans. Instead of buying one Fendi, I'd rather go Primark. Yeah, guys, I'm not ashamed to say it. I'll go to Primark. I'll go to what's the one called? The other stores. Just go to, instead of buying the one item, I'd rather buy 10 that I can swap day in, day out, than buy one Fendi. In fact, how do I know what is a real Fendi? Or how do you tell what's real and what isn't? I could not tell. Some people have an eye. They can look at something and tell you automatically that this is designer stuff. I can't do it. If I see it, well, I couldn't tell you whether it's real or not real. I just look, okay, all right.
To this side, in terms of one of my favorite dresses or favorite styles, I would say I quite like this. It's a nice Fendi dress.
Everything Fendi.
I'm actually going
Dior.
to try it on for you guys.
Okay. She's one of the pastors, huh?
Okay, hang on, guys. I need
Pastor / keyboardist.
I'm back. And I didn't take too long.
Hey,
so,
Quayle.
what do you
Hey, Donald
all
Head.
think
Hello.
of this particular outfit? It's a nice dress. It's cute. It's fun. In terms of shoes, how would you pair this outfit?
There we go.
The black
Gucci.
Valentinos, the tan ones, the gold ones. I think there's another one here. The nude ones. I would normally wear this with the black. It's quite safe and you can style it in many different ways. So this will be what I would wear. So in terms of jewelry, I've never really been much of a jewelry person up until recently because I found this really amazing brand that I quite like. It's called Van Cleef. And the thing about me is once I really take to something, I kind of go all out, if you've noticed. So I'm just going to show you a few pieces of what I've got. It's really cute, quite chic necklace. It's elegant, it's nice and can be styled in many different ways. So I quite like.
Okay, sorry guys. I'm so sorry. What have I done? I have mistakenly pressed the wrong button. Sorry guys. Sorry. I'll put her back on. Madame Fendi. Let's see. Where are we? SPAC pastor showing off her £1 million wardrobe. Okay.
Really cute, quite chic necklace.
Ooh, okay.
It's elegant. It's nice and can be styled in many different ways. So I quite like that. I also like the ring as well. And we also have matching earrings. And last but not least, we also have this really cute bracelet of the pieces. Other bits.
Guys, they have said that in this church, what they do, they go get these things from the store, put them on, and take back. They take the things back and go get their money back. There's a particular pastor in this church, Miriam Mola. She is going to have her own series altogether. This pastor, Miriam has been to jail, come out of jail, and in fact, a thief, big thief. She had her own special documentary done by the BBC on Miriam Mola.
Some pieces that I like, a nice ring as well, and a Chopard watch.
Hey Soren, hello.
So guys, this is all I'm going to show you for today.
Right, thank you.
But there's definitely.
Right, thank you. Thank you for showing us. Okay. Sorry, I just cut that abruptly because there's another video I need you guys to see before we get to Tobi, what exactly Tobi preaches in his church. So there was a channel called The Exposer that's been doing a real good job of exposing Tobi's cult. They've slowed down now because they really put out a lot. They got the attention of the police. But Tobi's still going. Tobi, they've changed the church. They're no longer SPAC Nation. They're now known as the Nation Family, Nation something. But they still do this communal living. Tobi now is starting to slowly try to branch out of being a pastor to being a philanthropist. Philanthropist? You say he's a businessman. I don't even know where to begin with this man. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to the Exposer. So guys, a video of a periscope is trending currently on Twitter. This is a young man who's part of SPAC Nation's third generation group. This video is quite disturbing because this young man He's very, very brainwashed. I don't know what SPAC have done to him, but I hope he really gets help and he's delivered from that place. So just watch the video.
From telling me that he would have children by the age of 20, 3 weeks later, a month later, he's now telling me he wants to become a pastor. He wants to become a pastor. 30 million pounds can't buy that. You can't put a price on raising young people. You can't do that. And that's what happened when I had nothing. My bank account was formless. It was void. But there was a word, there was a command. There was a command that says, use that. Use that. You know why seed?
His bank account was void and formless. But there was a command. It's going too fast. Let me slow him down. Wait. There was a command. Empty your bank accounts for Pastor Tobi. Sow your seeds. Empty your void bank accounts. Because pastor needs to wear drip.
From telling me that he would have children by the age of 20, 3 weeks later, a month later, he's now telling me he wants to become a pastor. He wants to become a pastor. 30 million pounds can't buy that. You can't put a price on raising young people. You can't do that.
Can't do that.
And that's what happened when I had nothing.
In it.
My bank account was formless. It was void.
It was void.
But there was a word, there was a command. There was a command that says, use that. Use that. You know why seed? You know why giving seed has to drain you? This is why giving seed has to drain you. Because unless you were drained, unless you were empty, you will not know what you can produce from nothing.
Okay. Tobi in his church says he does not collect tithes. He doesn't collect tithing in his church. But seeds, they collect seeds. Then there's something else they collect in Tobi's church. They don't collect tithes. He makes a big fuss. Oh, we don't collect tithes in my church. But what they collect in his church, seeds, that's one. It's seeds. After the preaching, seeds is the next thing. They hammer on seeds for these youngsters. The other thing, I've never heard this one before. Maybe some of you have heard it before. It's something called Habib. 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 Tobi, Pastor Tobi preaches Habib in his church. I don't know what a Habib is. If some of you know, please let us know what Habib stands for in the chat. Esther scammers will adapt and change their identity to avoid prison, the same as they will adapt and change to get money. Exactly. Since this man has been exposed, his church has changed. One time he gave up part of the church and said he's giving it up. He's now giving it to two of his leaders. He's no longer pastor, but he was still pastor. He was still preaching, but officially, he was no longer in charge. The leadership changed, but he was still leader. If you know what I mean, he was still Pastor Tobi. The church name has changed, I think about 2 or 3 times. Nice pause. Nice pause. Okay, right. So Habib, I don't know what a Habib is. Hang on, let's see. What's a Habib? Let me type Habib. I know what it teaches. Habib. Don't know what a Habib is. Let's see. Habib. What's a Habib? I don't know. I don't know what a Habib is. If anyone knows, please tell us. I don't know what that is. So let's go and see this here. Habib is Muslim. Okay. But what does Habib, what does it mean? What does it, because if you're a Christian pastor is preaching Habib. Habib, the last time I checked, I don't remember seeing a Habib in the Bible. Gambling money. Okay. I don't know. He collects Habib anyway. So let's carry on with this guy.
So when I got into more than 10K debt, I owe money. I'm not getting any form of income, but I can still change lives. That's the sort of power. So imagine when I do get a handle of that.
Guys, this youngster is in 10K debt because of Tobi's church. He says you can't put a price on someone who has accepted Jesus through him. He's ready to be in debt for the work of God through Pastor Tobi. This guy looks like he's 17, 18. Looks like about the same age as my son. My son is 19. You know, I think my son looks more mature than this one. This one looks like he's 17. 10K.
From telling me that he would have children by the age of 20. 3 weeks later, a month later, he's now telling me he wants to become a pastor. He wants to become a pastor. 30 million pounds can't buy that. You can't put a price on raising young people. You can't do that. And that's what happened when I had nothing. My bank account was formless. It was void. But there was a word, there was a command. There was a command that says, use that. Use that. You know why giving seed has to drain you? This is why giving seed has to drain you. Because unless you were drained, unless you were empty, you will not know what you can produce from nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got into more than 10K debt, I owe money. I'm not getting any form of income, but I can still change lives. That's the sort of power. So imagine when I do get a handle of that. Imagine. It's going to be a madness. I'm coming back, we're going to talk about firewater. We're going to talk about serious firewater.
So you guys saw that video. Look how disturbing it is. This is what SPAC Nation do to kids. You can understand the method behind it. They have persuaded this kid to be in debt and then made him believe it's the right thing. Being in debt is normal. Having financial problem is normal because SPAC Nation make him believe the debt he has now will multiply to become something else in the future. This is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. We must pray and help these young, vulnerable guys.
There is a way that, look, guys, let me tell you something here. There is no amount of money in this world. Listen to me. I believe this thing so much so. That's probably why I'm probably not very much there. Because I believe this thing so much. There is no amount of money that PT is going to call that I cannot get my hands on. And
it's criminal.
To you guys, it's better for me to
it's
not
criminal.
exist.
Miriam Mola.
And it's better for me to die than to think that I can't get that money. And I'll say,
guys, listen to the words. This is Miriam Mola. We will get to Miriam Mola another time. She deserves her own series. This lady at the age of 15, 16, 17, I don't know how old she was young, was arrested and jailed for scamming people. This lady has a career in scamming before she joined Pastor Tobi's church. Then, after she came out of jail, in fact, she had a baby in jail. She came out, tried to clean herself up, made her way somehow to Tobi's church. Within weeks, when you go to Tobi's church, they size you up. If they see you as someone who can talk, you can talk the talk, you can, whatever. You become a pastor just like that. You can go to Tobi's church 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and already you're a pastor. You don't have to do any training. You don't have to do anything. So Miriam Mola, ex-con, still a con, became pastor. Just by just coming into the church, she can talk the talk. That's it. So Miriam Moller says she's prepared to die. That there's no amount of money. This lady has scammed people. Before she joined Tobi's church and after, while in Tobi's church, still scamming because they have to bring seeds. Miriam Moller.
There is a way that, look, guys, let me tell you something here. There is no amount of money in this world. Listen to me. I believe this thing so much so. That's probably why I'm probably not very much there. Because I believe
she's very much not there.
There is no amount of money that PT is going to call that I cannot get my hands on. And I'll say this to you guys. It's better for me to not exist. It's better for me to die than to think that I can't get that money. And I'll say this. I don't care how I get it. I just know that I can get it. And even if I don't get it, it will come through. God will show me who has the money. I was speaking to Pastor Arthur this week. I said, I need 7 people that can give me 1K every week. I don't want you paying for services anymore. I'm going to find those. And I said, is that okay? Because I know that you were paying for services before. I don't want you paying for services anymore. I can't rely on one person to give me money for services. Bro, I don't even need that. I just need to raise new finances. And I said, God, begin to show me the faces of these people. And one by one, I started to see who they were. When I called them, they were elated. They were like, huh? Ma, like, I've been waiting. How?
Okay, so before we get to that video, is one more before we get to that one. Let's see, hide here. Let's see this here. Okay, 1 second. Okay, let me share this here. 1 second. Scamming for the Lord. Steve McRae, manager. Steve McRae, how are you doing today? I hope you're feeling a whole lot better now. Okay, so here's Pastor Tobi. So during the COVID, during the pandemic, this church were on Periscope. Something called Periscope. Never heard of this Periscope before. First time I heard of Periscope. And that's where Tobi all the members in the church were encouraged to have Periscope. And Tobi would share his messages to the youngsters on Periscope. So this is a Periscope stream. And this was when he started to gain attention, of his evil ways in his church, and things were happening over there. I mean, I would do a live stream just showing you everything what he's been exposed of doing. But today is just a brief overview of the worst pastor in the UK. So he's teaching his people on Periscope, and trolls started to come in the chat. Okay, so this is Tobi.
You want to have a debate with me on what? Do I look like a debater to you? The guy wants to have a debate with me. Debate called the Bokuni on Jesus. I better come on for here, Jelly. I'm talking about soul winning. You want to have a debate with me about Jesus? No be debate, not Deboku.
Someone wants to have a debate with him about Jesus. He says, no, I'm here talking about soul winning. I don't want to talk about Jesus. I'm here talking about soul winning. Let's bring more youngsters into the church so we can fleece them. You want to talk about Jesus.
I jump on here talking about having a debate with me about Jesus. Who is Jesus anyway? Who be that?
Tobi say, who is Jesus anyway? Who is that? Pastor Tobi, who is preaching Jesus. Soul winning to Jesus is saying, who is Jesus anyway? Who is that? Who be that?
May you have Deboku in your life. Debate called Debate Day. Talking about soul winning, you want to have a debate with me on Jesus. You staying awake at 1 a.m. to have a debate about Jesus. Jesus called John Disney. Have a debate with yourself, my friend. Are you still not addicted to pornography? Watch that one. Get out of here.
So Pastor Tobi says, you who wants to, 1 second. So Tobi says, you who wants to have a debate with me, you're not done with your porn addiction problem. You're still addicted to pornography, and you want to come and have a debate with me. He tells his members, watch that one. In fact, I was in the chat. I was in the chat watching that go down. This was a few years ago, 2-3 years ago. I was in the chat listening to all that. Oh my. Okay, where's the video I'm looking for? Okay, this is it here.
Yes, after you like rumors. I wonder what your life would be like.
So this is another Periscope. He's teaching the youngsters in his church. Tobi could come on 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and he expects the members of his church to tune in and watch him. 12 midnight. Now, bear in mind, the people in his church are from the age of 14 to 20 something, youngsters. The UK, now, this guy is strategic. It's the troubled children, the troubled ones. He wanted to have a hostel. Their plan was to go to the government and say, look, we are attracting young people in our church. If you give us money, we can rent, give us money we will have our own place, little hostel. All the troubled kids in your boroughs, just bring them over here. We've got mentors and we are Christians. We are Jesus people. Now, the people were saying the plan was these youngsters, because they're not working, government is paying them some little benefits. But because they're living in this communal living, Tobi and his pastors will collect all the monies that these young people are making. Everything goes back to Tobi so he can wear his drip.
Most, not all, most people you're dealing with are foolish people. You leave the community to them. Your hand lies in regret and talk. But not free. We must not relent.
This is a pastor.
We must not relent. And that's what the devil is after, to discourage SPAC Nation and go after young souls. He wants to clear the way for himself. But we've got to join and say, we're not going anywhere. The devil and his kids can hear. They can hear it. I've told you before, I don't read the news. I am the news. I'm the one that people should read. I'm the news. I don't talk about people. I'm the one to be spoken about.
Yes.
Yes, after you like rumors. I wonder what your life would be like. You look at rumors, you watch it, and you believe it. You believe rumors. That's the problem of our community.
So this is the time when he was being exposed. A channel, there was a YouTube channel, The Exposer. These people never showed their identity. You can never say this person owns The Exposer. They were ex-members of his church. That channel single-handedly wrecked Tobi. But Tobi still has his loyal supporters. So he's still very much safe because he has some die-hard young men and young women that are ready to give him everything they own, every single thing. They see him as their God, as their father. They call him, some of them call him their daddy, some of them call, they just, the young black people of London. I think he now has a church in Birmingham and somewhere else. I think they've got another one somewhere. I don't know. Right now, his church is a mess. But however messy, however much they've said, oh, the government have closed down SPAC Nation, they're now called Nation Family. They're on to other things. The scamming continues. So Tobi says he is the news. You have to watch him.
There are rumors and just say, yeah. How foolish can a community be? How foolish. It's unbelievable. But don't look at me. But for you to like rumor, you must be a false person. Yeah, you must be a false person. False. Because a false person would always accept lies. I'm amazed at the love and unity that exists in one house. All the houses. That's the truth. So imagine a man, imagine like this kind of man that just spoke. Imagine he has a wife and kids. And this person lives their life on rumors. I don't know it, but I heard it. What community would you have? How would those children be trained? Those kids are the SPAC Nation problem tomorrow. Because daddy don't have any sense to find anything out. That's the fact. Don't say I'm insulting you if you can jump.
So he's talking to the young people here. This was when, a couple of people started speaking up against him. And he's saying that their daddies hasn't got any sense to think. So anyone who is questioning his methods, anyone who is challenging, they got no sense. They brain dead, according to Mr. Pastor Tobi.
So you go to those places and chill out and wait and see what is going on. And let me even say this. Let's assume, right? Especially in the internet generation, the Bible says fools believe everyone. Let's assume. I said someone was belted, right? I didn't hear it, but let's see.
Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, this was when there were videos circulating about abuse in his church. Youngsters, these young people, were being abused. One of the pastors was trying to teach, was showing on video how he's able to control these young ones. Got them, come on, you go pick this up, go pick, told them, go sit over there, go kneel, go, just ordering these youngsters about. It was the way and manner he did it, threatening that he will beat them. He didn't beat, I don't think, but he was saying things that were disturbing. So here's Tobi now to try and retcon the things that came out. I don't know if those videos are still online, but hey.
These guys carry knives on the street, knife, and take a person's life in a minute.
Because most of the people in his church are ex-gangsters.
Why was the belted in court? in quote now, person living in a trap house. How did he end up there? Who did this person complain to? What happened? And then you hear the story later and say, oh, I was on the street, I carried a knife. Belt and knife, life taken. You know, they are two different words. I've never lifted my hands to beat anybody before. I can't even do it. It's not why, for what, ever. I don't support it. But, you know, you live in the world and you think, can we just have like few people who think a little bit? Just think. I know. Anyway, no. Let me just leave all of this. Because what some pastors would now have that qualification or contact would do is they will go do that and give some money to some less privileged people. I can't do that. It's called compassion. Now I understand why people will not open their homes, why people will not open their doors, why people will not, because remember, and this is truth talking now, those who accuse you now of, oh, you took a loan, that they were once upon a time allies. You had together, you drank together, you planned together, you had vision together. They were excited with you. You were once upon a time allies. But you see, the problem is this, and that's why you must never fight or blame anyone. They were allies without knowing what they were allies to. They pretended to you as if they knew it. They pretended to you, but when it was not what they thought, and when they thought there is better outside, I don't need leadership. It is called rebellion. God showed me the spirit of rebellion today. It's like, oh, so I don't have to listen to somebody. I can just live life the way I want. But what's the future of that? But that's why God said tonight, you must be willing to lose some in order to gain all. If you don't lose insignificant people, you will never gain significant people. If you are people of no substance, you will never gain the people of substance. In the process, you may entertain demons too. You may put clothes on demons. They maybe they want to go back out. Remember that they couldn't get Jesus until they got Judas. And Judas has to be in-house. And he sold Jesus out. But what did he end up in? In glory. Jesus was glorified, and Judas killed himself. Mark my words. Judas killed himself. Yeah. We must also protect each other. Meaning, when people go overboard in the name of seeking clout and they begin to go beyond the legal remit, we have lawyers waiting. Or they will start in their parent house receiving notice anyhow, 100%. It's gonna.
So the youngsters who have left, saying now they who have stayed need to protect each other. The ones who have left, who are speaking about his church, because BBC Panorama did a complete expose where they interviewed ex-members of his church, saying that they've got lawyers and the lawyers have already started sending letters to these people. It's going to sue them. Said some parents now have started receiving letters because people in his church are youngsters. Some of them are still below legal age. Some of them are not even adults yet. But they collect their monies, whatever money they have and don't have.
Be a massive trooping in of people in a way you've never seen before.
Okay.
That's why God is removing some people.
So God has to remove some people.
Numbers. We will lose the inferior for the superior. That's the fact.
They will lose the inferior for the superior. Okay. Right. Let's so they will lose the inferior for the superior. Right, let's go and see this last video here. Okay, so this one's titled SPAC Nation Pastor PT Gets Roasted on His Periscope. The trolls came in. We're roasting him good. He had to cancel the stream on Periscope. He had to cancel it and decided to go private. And he sent links only to the members who they wanted. It couldn't be public because his ego couldn't take it anymore. His ego just couldn't take it. So full of himself, but this time around, no, the trolls got the better of him. So let me put this on 1.5, 1.25 at least. Okay.
Welcome to the Exposer. So SPAC Nation's leading pastor, Tobi Adegboyega, went live on Periscope today. He was roasted for a whole 30 minutes by all of the followers and everyone who's finally waking up from all the crazy things SPAC Nation have been doing. Because of all the videos and the exposure on Twitter and TK speaking out, SPAC Nation now are under serious threat. A lot of things have been exposed about them.
Is that how you do it?
Whilst Tobi went live on his Periscope, a lot of people were commenting. He couldn't take the comments anymore. He had to go and do a Periscope with a private account. So this shows the power that we have at the moment.
Facial filter.
Together, we're able to make SPAC Nation, who used to think they were untouchable, today look like they're scared. They're very, very scared. And we must continue. But enjoy the Periscope.
Good evening. How you all doing? What's up?
He was under pressure here.
Okay, I've got you all here now.
He was being exposed, so he was under pressure.
You can register for private Periscope.
Private Periscope, because
if you can register for that.
So he wants his members to register for private Periscope. The die-hard members, not the trolls. So he's telling them to go register for private Periscope.
Yeah.
You see, they started blocking people.
They block people. This is why we do private, right? Because of cocaine addicts.
Okay, they are cocaine addicts.
Cocaine is too expensive. I didn't know the difference.
So anyone challenging him is a cocaine addict.
Really? You see, that kind of word I would have replied with things like, yeah, that's your dad's name.
So someone, okay, so someone said something, I don't know what they said, and Tobi says he would have replied, the person, and said, that's your dad's name. Now, the people watching this man and the youngsters, he is pastor. He is the one supposed to be the moral, he should be the one teaching these people how to behave. But here he is, can't stand the trolls, cannot stand criticism.
Oh, there's a lot of people tonight, guys.
What is a lot of that?
Okay, so they've
Hey D, hello. D Bodro.
Let's just keep doing this because I just like so let's keep doing it so that we can block as many as possible, then it will be purified.
So let's block as many people so it can be purified.
Let me start with the football thing. Let's start with the football thing. Do we have football tomorrow? Now, if you don't attract them in now, you can't block them. So
okay,
attract them.
We attract so we can block.
Yeah. Yes, I booked a pick. Where?
So what started happening? Because there was this huge problem of gangs, young people killing each other, and Tobi now comes from nowhere in his church. There are lots of young people, but these young people are claiming to be Jesus people. These have given their lives to Christ. They're They're changed. They've given up their guns. Tobi used to have these people come in the church and drop their guns at the front. They'll take videos and take pictures. You see, Tobi will take these guns and knives over to police and say, "Police, I've got these boys to drop this. I'm doing something." So he started to gain popularity because he's doing something. Where the government could not penetrate, he has penetrated. Where the police could not reach, he's reaching because he's preaching Jesus. Then they said they had football. Tobi now started going to Manchester United football clubs. What's the other one? Chelsea club. Everyone is inviting him because, okay, Tobi's doing something good. So Tobi would have meetings in these places. They would do videos. Then Tobi will come back and make people assume that they have given him some kind of contract, some kind of connection where he can recruit young people to come play in this football something. They were using football as an avenue to bring more people in to church. There was one young boy who was in the church, the one who was in charge of the football thing. They made it look like, oh, we have this strong connection with the football clubs. Turns out they didn't have nothing. They just invited him just to come and take a look at the grounds. Shook hands with people, and Tobi made it look like they have this important, the way they did the videos, as if, by the time they came off air, they had these important meetings. Then Tobi's crew now started doing football tournaments, inviting young people to join the football. So if we don't get them through church, we'll get them through football. So now he's going to talk about the football. That's what he means when he's talking about football, because they had made people assume and feel like, oh, Tobi has been invited to all these grand places, all these football clubs. And now, so people are easily misled.
I'll try. I said, don't be shaken. Or not. I can assure you of that. It is the enemies that will be shaken.
NCB Noble, hello.
They will not be able to rest until we come up. They won't rest. Football. Let's talk about football. Football tomorrow. Yeah. But that's the fact. The enemies will stay awake because they are waiting for you to come up. That is how life should be. That's how it should be. They will stay awake. They will start alerting one another. Is football the new thing? No, I find it therapeutic. And I want to say to those who thought I couldn't play well, I want to prove them wrong. Huh? No rest. They can't rest. They can't rest. And they will not rest. There's no rest for the wicked. That's what the word says. No rest for the wicked. Yes, therapeutic. Since when? I don't even know, man. Please, no one is allowed to tackle you. So how is that football then?
Members say he can go and play because
how is that football?
The very next day after this, Tobi went on the football grounds to show his members that he can play. They were doing videos of Tobi to show, oh yeah, PT can play football. He couldn't play nothing. He just kicked the ball. And the members are saying, please, sir, be careful, sir. Please don't let anyone tackle you. They even started a hashtag then. Let the youngers go. If you look on the screen, you see there's a hashtag, let the youngers go. So if you go type, let the youngers go, this was the time when his church was being exposed. and they were saying, you know, let the young people go. Leave the young people alone. You've taken these young people, you started your cult with these young people. Someone even did a song. I think I still remember the song. Let the youngers go. Let the youngers go. Yeah, I still remember that song. Yeah, someone did a song. You know, most of the people were ex-members of the church.
Who said? What did he say? What? Awesome. I like this. We're just gonna keep waiting. Imagine the enemy is waiting. When are they gonna do? I don't want to be blocked yet. I still need to record something. You find a job to do, my friend, and don't waste your life away. Let the young go. Yeah, they said that to Moses. Said that to Pharaoh, right? You must be Mr. Moses. He must be Mr. Moses. Okay, the young guy let you go. Boom. But the problem is just saying, we're not going. Oh, he didn't allow the guy. So the devil is broadcasting it as well. Wow. They just showed me that.
So the one who sang the song, Let the Youngers Go, TK Mad Max was, you know, one of the people that had been asked to come and speak on this BBC Panorama thing. He was a gang member. PT preached to him. He gave his life to Christ, joined these people, but soon realized he was in a cult. And TK started speaking. TK, in fact, I knew about this whole thing because of TK. Now, as he was here doing this, TK was on his Instagram watching this and reacting to this. So he's just been informed that TK is doing whatever TK is doing. And he says, oh, the devil is broadcasting this. So Tobi refers to TK as the devil. So now you can see his mouth. Tobi's not happy right now.
The devil is broadcasting.
The devil is broadcasting.
That's praise God, though.
Praise God. The devil is broadcasting.
So first of all, let me the devil just spoke, you know. The devil forces you to say said. Imagine these are the caliber of people someone gathers.
Jesus.
These are the kind of people.
These are the caliber of people.
These are your caliber of people.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's amazing the caliber of people.
Good morning. Okay, I'm gonna focus for a few minutes. So let's do the football. Yeah, it's beautiful, and that's why I didn't want to do private, because I know they will come up. I'm not gonna sleep on to. But don't abuse anybody, though. Don't do it.
He's telling his members not to abuse anyone while he's abusing people.
Then when we're ready, we'll go back to private scope and talk proper. But let's just attract some people here first. Yeah. Awesome.
Long-headed fraudster.
Awesome. Keep coming. It's called endurance test, right?
Endurance test.
That's endurance. It's good. You've got views tonight. It's beautiful. Yeah. But let's finish the topic of football. So Laddie's gonna put it up. Yeah, the views tonight is beautiful, right? That's why I didn't want to go into any private stuff. Yeah, because you'll attract them. They are not well-taught kids, so you attract them. They don't know.
They're not well-taught kids.
They can almost say their parents go for a record.
Look at someone's comment. Pastor Tobi, the devil scammer. He was roasted big time on this stream.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Dennis Potter. Awesome. Thank you. So I'm on your team. Are females, are ladies allowed to comment? I mean, to play football? On fire. So I want to be like you and our fans. They're fans. You stay awake to watch what PT is coming up. Dear fans, it's been a beautiful day, and I can give you the lowdown for the day. Huh?
Charlie's, I didn't go private school, by the way.
What did he say?
I didn't go private school, by the way.
Why?
Because they're saying that the kid guy went private school.
Oh, they said he went private school. Well, these are very low people. They don't know their left from their right. So you've been talking about Charlie. Awesome guy. Okay, so we've concluded on the football one, right? Have we? Oh yeah, football. What else? The day was, how can you stay away to us on your hate? That's what it is. Then there's no hate then. There's no hate. The interesting thing is this. Let me just speak to you shortly. Service from Thursday to Sunday back to back. Not sure, man. I'm not sure. I think we might do Thursday or Friday, so that you leave the surprise element to, and do not give these little people the chance of calling them enemies. They are too little for that. It's too small.
Oh,
It's
Philip,
very
is
small.
Philip
They're
going?
not enemies.
All
If
right, see you
anything, they're
later,
allies.
Philip.
You broadcast things, they broadcast it. That's what it should be. They begin to spread it. They begin to say it. That's what should happen. Where do I start from? Where do we start from now? Saturday with COD and CC. Exactly what we're going to do. Is it COD and CC now? Is it? I thought it was just COD, Seekers Quorum. Is it? It's been a good day, guys. That I must say. It's been an awesome, awesome good day. God is helping you with enormous support from everywhere. People that you don't even know knows you. People that you've always needed, rising up to an occasion to say, we love what you're doing. And it's beautiful. I was reading, someone was reading a major reporter tonight who said, you know what, guys, I don't know how you did it, but you become national news. It's awesome. Those who are small-minded will never be part of a big thing. God doesn't just make it work like that. And that is why you cannot afford to have hatred. It is not possible. Bitterness kills. Yeah, bitterness kills. And most of these guys, just before you start fighting or and that's why you should not fight. It is inherited. It is not something that they even know what they're doing. It's inherited.
They inherited bitterness from their parents.
You produce the same. You produce the same. And that's the way life is. So they've helped push you, because that's what we've always said. When people throw bricks, you use it to mount a step to get to where you're going to. It's been awesome. Of course, I'm not going to be saying the specific things today here. You've achieved a lot today. You've also shown the strength of community.
Yes, someone did. Yes.
You've not lost one important person who is important to the work. All the generals sticking together. You've lost people that we've wanted to remove for a while. You've lost people that we've even created another group to avoid them. And God is infinite in his wisdom. So I'm just saying to you, we are in a week that we are celebrating what God is doing, what God wants to do. Yeah. What God wants to do. I can't do anything to ensure that young people don't go back to the street. I can only do what I can do. God would have to perfect the rest.
So he thinks that the young people going on the streets,
some of them will go back
somehow.
To the street, but most times, the ones who go back to the street are not. It's not because of the streets. You'll have people that are bitter. It is bitterness. They're just bitter.
So because he's been exposed, he's now saying that he has no control. Some of these people will go back on the streets. As if all the gangsters somehow made their way to his church. And now he's being exposed. Some of them now will have no choice but to go back on the streets. And the reason why they go on the streets is not because they like the gang life, but because they are bitter people. They're bitter. That's what Pastor Tobi reckons. That they're bitter people. I don't know.
But
God
God
say
is
this.
able to take care of what is committed to his care.
God is
So
able
back to
to
what I
take
was
care.
saying.
Okay.
Things that make the family stronger, builds up your faith, shows are general, and those who from all over the world support and stand with what you're doing. There is no single, not one, guys, not one single police inquiries or whatever it is, not one against your nation. I'm telling you now, not one of them, not any. And so God has been faithful to you to protect you and to turn the lies of the wicked into nothing. Now let's talk positive things. Let's leave that alone. So like we've always said, 10,000 newspapers can write anything they want. They didn't make you. God said, let us make man in our own image and after our own likeness. He is your maker. And that's why the title tonight was Far From Weary. We've demonstrated something tonight. We've supported the work tonight.
Link time.
And we've demonstrated community strength.
All right, just give me a few minutes.
While you're waiting for Bible scriptures, I'm sure you have a Bible in your house. Open it and read it. Because if you're waiting, that means you didn't hear me read Jeremiah tonight. So just open your Bible. Forget about me. Don't wait for me because I'm not going to read any for tonight. Actually, go to Bible Gateway, bro. Oh, did I say that? What?
He's really bothered by the trolls.
That's what the devil is livid about. He can't stand it. It doesn't understand why. He is using everything within his power, which is words. Words. So what you do is to send back words. Let me tell you something. I like the exchange of abuse because it speaks about character, ability to take it. The abuse of a stranger does not mean anything. Yeah, it doesn't mean nothing. It doesn't amount to anything. And you can be rest assured that you cannot bring out an abuse except you get it from home. Whoever is instigating them, you all know the background and the foundation of this person or persons. So it doesn't mean anything. So what I'm saying to you, therefore, is God has put you. That's the title. Let me talk about the title now.
Okay, so now we're going
God
to go into the title.
Of everybody.
The lips of everyone. The Nation Family, his church.
Institutional calls that I've had today is unbelievable. And for them all, they're just saying, look, you are in a territory, what God has raised you guys to do is unbelievable. And this is the territory that comes with. It is.
Oh, sorry, what have I done? Oh, what have I done now? I was trying to send the link and just took everything out altogether. Sorry. Okay, here we go.
What's next? What we're going to do next is this, so that the enemies can know and they can be happy. Slap is good. I deserve a slap too. You are the first person that made it in your family to know exactly what to do when you see a person to slap them.
Someone says he deserves a slap.
An intelligent person. So you're funny. You will be the first comedian in your family. So what we're gonna do next is this. We're gonna private Periscope.
You can't take it anymore.
That's the next thing. Huh? It's distracting, yeah, because you're very childish. It's children. Yeah, so that we can. Your editor see you're the first to make it in your family too. Should I just use this for banter?
Just use it for banter.
Yeah, because you can. Yeah. So let's banter for 5 minutes.
Let's banter for 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, let's do banter for a few minutes.
Hey, dog.
Oh yeah, come. Banter now. Come from there.
This is a pastor. Okay, so one of the things he was really criticized for. This is about midnight, 1 a.m. And in his home, he would have nothing less than 13 young people in his home. Could have up to 10, 12, 13. Most of them girls. His wife also lived there too. But most of these people were girls, and you can hear them in the background. He tells people that communal living, oh, it's mentorship. We are mentoring these young kids. But how do you rent? You go and rent one of the posh big homes in the posh areas of London, and
Well,
then
this
you
is it, Esther.
gather these people.
These people don't get away with it in the UK, and they never will. There will always be.
His church been closed
Excuse me.
down. His church been closed down now.
Well, this is it. Have you ever seen you know these these circus tents they put up in America?
Yes.
Have you ever seen any of that sort of thing happen here? Ever?
Mm-mm. No.
It would not happen. And these people that do grift and scam are eventually brought to justice because we don't put up with it. I mean, no one's knocking on your door every night as the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Mormons and all these American sort of religions thought they could make money out of the UK. And they know it's a no-go because we don't put up with it. We've got the Church of England and we leave it at that. But you've got these people, you know, they rely on the internet. And, you know, his word goes worldwide now. And this is a Twitter this is a Twitter chat, a live stream.
Periscope.
Yeah, it goes on, well, wherever. But he is, it's sad. Really.
Okay.
We would not get away with it in the UK.
No, let's carry on because now he wants to banter. He wants to do a back and forth with the people, with the trolls in his chat. Okay, off we go. Right.
Why? Come off this what? Play small is fine, exactly. No, we don't have time for irrelevant people. I want to give instructions on what we're going to do this week. I'm waiting now. We'll do 3 banters. It's long, right? Okay, football number 1. Number two, listen guys, listen now. I'll focus into this now. Number 2, we're going to have what we need to do in Croydon again tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to have people to support. Those who want to support Jade's campaign. I think that's vital. I think it's important.
Support
I think
what?
it's very vital.
Money.
What other instruction? Well, we're just there to play football. Let's just do that. What other instruction? And of course, you know what we're going to do on Sunday is going to be awesome. Awesome. Okay. All those who are watching our rebroadcasting, you've said your whole. It's not really interesting. It's very, very, very boring. It's very boring still. Very, very boring. So I've refrained from answering people, right? Because if I really need to, I would have. Because they are all hidden faces. Hidden faces addressing. If I'm going to address allegation, would it be to you? To you, as in nobody, with hidden face. I don't want to say what I want to say. Where's the stadium, Pastor Tobi? Do you know why are you blocking this people so quick? Go to Emirates. That's the thought now, right? Where's Emirates? North London. Go to Chelsea, the one.
Right. Someone asked him, where is the stadium? I remember Pastor Tobi told the people after he'd been to the football place, showing the videos and everything, Pastor Tobi told them that he was going to buy a stadium where SPAC Nation Church will have their own football, their own stadium. This man promised his members all sorts of big things.
Yeah, escaped to the wrong country, Esther. Because England, we won't put up with this shit. We won't put up with this nonsense. You should have escaped to either, one of the Middle East states or America to practice his Abrahamic religion. England will not put up with that shit, and most of Eastern European will not put with that either. I mean, yeah, he's in the wrong place to practice his grifting bullshit. because you will end up in prison, as most of them have done here.
No,
in the
some
UK.
of his pastors are in jail now as we speak.
Yeah,
What he was doing,
he will end up. We don't put up with that here.
he was making his pastors do his dirty work, so nothing could be traced back to him.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And don't forget, most of the young men were ex-gang members. They have long criminal records. They've been to jail several times, so it's easy for them to just go back to jail. This church used to go and welcome people at the jailhouse. They even started going to do church in jail, right? So that when the people come out, they just come straight to Tobi's church. They even show videos of them going to receive someone's just being let out, right? They finish their prison term. You see members of the church, they go and receive. They put everything on video, make themselves look like, okay, our church is dedicated to the worst set of people in London. Just let's finish. This video is nearly done.
To be fair, Esther, I have faith, and this is my faith, that you will become the biggest YouTube legend. I mean, you will outspan PewDiePie for your belief. Let all creationists, everybody that is religious know that England will not put up with your bullshit.
No way. No way.
Have that now.
He made a big mistake leaving Nigeria and coming here thinking that he can.
Absolutely, he should have went to America. He
shouldn't have gone nowhere. Iraq. Oh no, he would be.
It's basically the same religion, but he's a scammer. He's a money maker.
There was even talks of deporting him back to Nigeria. So anyway, let me finish this video. It's just a few more minutes of this.
Last week, you see the Blue Stadium. Yeah. So I really want to address things, but I don't want to address it to nobodies. From your leaders to your followers, God has made you and the generation before and after nobodies. So it's not possible.
God has made them nobodies.
To address allegations to nobodies. It's simply not the way the world works. It doesn't work that way. Okay, let's go do some serious talk since we are hijacked tonight. Let's go do some serious talk. I hope I've answered you. I hope I've satisfied those who need to go to bed. I hope you can go to bed now. You've seen my face tonight. You know I love you. It's all love. Nothing more. Nothing less. It's all love. Love you all. God bless you. We're going to go into our private scope now. We're going to do some talk. But at least now you can rest. Yeah? Rest in peace. God bless you.
Did you hear that? Rest in peace. And the youngsters, they all laugh. You say rest in peace. Hold on, let me share just one last video and we're done out here. Rest in peace, he says. Pastor. Let's see. Where's the video? It's a video I'm looking for.
It doesn't need discussing though, Esther.
Just one second. Which one?
Tobi needs discussing.
Which one?
Tobi needs discussing as a person.
No, not this one. There's a video I'm looking for. Is it this one? Just 1 second. I think it's this one. No, where is it? Just 1 second. I had the video. Let's see. Was it this one? No. Where's the video? There's a video I'm looking for. Oh gosh. Wait, what have I? Oh no, what have I done with that video? Oh, what's happened now? Just 1 second. Find there's one quick video I wanted to do. Just give me a minute, guys.
Is it Tobi's shopping network channel?
Huh?
You try to sell your trainer shoes.
Just 1 second. Let me I'll find it. Okay, right. I think it's here. Right. Okay. This was his birthday. Right. Just 1 second. I found the video. I just need to get it up. Let's see. Okay, so let me share my screen so you guys can see. Cancel, so you guys can see what his birthday, his last birthday was like.
Happy
Pastor
birthday
Tobi.
to me.
Here we
Happy
go.
birthday
Have
to
a
me. I
look.
don't care if you have no money, just give it all to me.
Okay, so this is what Pastor's birthday was like.
Founder of Salvation Proclaimers Anointed Church, SPAC Nation, also known as NXTION Family in London, Tobi Adegboyega, on Thursday, November 11, celebrated his 41st birthday with a convoy of exotic cars. Adegboyega posted a video on Instagram of Lamborghini cars, which he said his sons and daughters came out to play with in celebration of his birthday. I've got to show you so you'll be inspired. If you're angry, it's because you don't like good things, the clergyman said, addressing detractors. The convoy rode to his church for a Thanksgiving service. Adegboyega got numerous birthday wishes, including from actor and comedian Brother Shaggy, Super Falcons captain Asisat Oshoala, media mogul Dele Momodu, and socialite Obi Yegu aka Obi Kubana. Obi Kubana said Adegboyega has been a good friend from the day their paths crossed. Oshoala said Adegboyega is an inspiration to the girl child. In his message on Instagram,
Are they going to
Momodu
show the
celebrated
video?
Adegboyega.
No, hang on. No, this doesn't show it. Okay,
And
no,
handed over
sorry
to
guys.
Samuel Akoki.
That's not the one. It's 1 second. There was one video that showed him. Yes, this is it here. This is it here.
Build your brand
Sorry.
online with a beautiful logo. Just go to Wix Logo Maker.
Hi guys, it's my birthday, as you know. Watch the stories, you'll get more updates. But guess what? My sons and daughters are out, and this is the convoy. So I've got to show you so that you'll be inspired. If you're angry, it's because you don't like good things. We all walk that from the couches. Come, let me show you.
He was only a passenger.
Let's see what's
rented cars.
Just 1 second. Let me see what this is about.
Pastor Tobi, what can I say? With the news that Pastor Tobi is moving into a new £6 million home, it makes sense to revisit SPAC Nation's code and conduct. Now, Pastor Tobi is known for being flamboyant, suave, and dapper. But where is all that money coming from?
Exactly.
How is he able
question.
to sustain that kind of lifestyle? How is a pastor who's supposed to speak in tongues, promoting God's word, living a life of luxury, so much so that he can casually traipse into a celebrity jewellers like A Jewellers and purchase a £100,000 ring? Now, if you're a man of God, why do you have to have all these luxury things, like cars like the Lamborghini truck or the G-Wagon? This pastor flaunts his unknown wealth right in the faces of at-risk young kids they bring off the streets. They encourage them to so-called put the knives down,
Sounds like me.
but offer little services to help them do this. How is it if Pastor Tobi is a millionaire, why aren't there more community centres in South London? Why aren't there more outreach programs?
Look at the
Why
place
isn't
where
there more
he
safe
has his
houses for young
church.
people at risk of joining gangs, provided...
Look.
That's a council
For
estate.
this is someone who came to the UK in 2005.
I know where that is. That's a council estate just
Nothing.
outside of just near St. John's Wood.
Yeah, but these are the people he expects to give him £1,000 every week, every month, every week. I don't know.
Well, they will, because you're talking about an estate that has, probably 30, 40, 50,000. All they have to give him is £1 a week.
Why is that blue top over
He's got
there?
10 grand.
Is that? This looks like police.
Absolutely, yeah. They're tents where they're preserving the dead bodies.
Exactly. This looks like a place where the police
crime
have been
scene.
to. Yeah, like a crime scene. Yes. Yes, it must be.
That's if he lives there, then that's just
no. He doesn't live here.
He can't live there, but that is a council estate, and I know the council estate. It's just outside near Camden, between Camden and St. John's Wood.
I don't know where that one is.
It's northwest London. Let's just say, just north of where Sherlock Holmes Baker Street was to the American people. It's northwest London. Well, London is a vast. Greater London is.
Massive.
This place, I know the exact estate where these are. I mean, this is Thatcher houses where she just high rises and flats, and she built this. Just a house.
The shortage in homes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all it was. It was just basically. But yeah, there is a crime scene tent there. I think you can actually see a dead body to the right of the white and yellow one. I think you see a head sticking out there on the right.
Something here.
Yeah, that's a head.
Oh yeah.
That's a dead person. That's probably a dead person after the crime scene tent. Because that's what we do have our crap in England as well. We're not all free. We're not all free healthcare, and we all live in fields with massive, 5 acres of land and farmland. We have the similar shit, but it's just it's actually less in the UK because we've got less access to guns and not freedom to hold guns. I mean, who wants that? We would be fucked if we have freedom to shoot guns or to bear arms, as they call it. Well,
Okay. Brian Stevens, this is why you begin teaching critical thinking itself in grade schools. I agree, Brian Stevens. It's good to see you, Brian. Right, let's finish this video. It's
grade schools itself is where religion picks it. Is what religion picks on.
It's just terrible.
So they pick on the grade schools. They want to get involved in that and make religious education or that sort of education where you can have a doctorate, of course, in religion. I mean, it's meaningless in the real world, but I'm a doctor of the Bible. It's sort of it's aesthetically not. They think it's great, but it's just aesthetically nonsense. But it has a big impact on the stupid people that believe in this crap. Dr. Frank Turek, Dr. Kent Hovind, he's a doctor because he actually calls himself the Dino Doctor because he's got a PhD and from a religious school he probably paid for and then above. Did you know I'm a pastor?
Cool.
Well, I did it for a laugh to a mate. I did it years ago. I paid $2 to become a pastor.
Did you?
I can marry people. I can do whatever, but it's all it is. It's all money. I mean, it's meaningless. I get a certificate. I paid $2 for, but I can buy. I can marry people if I want. In that really, it was so long ago. I think it was something the Believing Church of Christ, or so it was something like that. Google become paying to be a pastor. Just Google it and See where
Okay.
see how many you come up with.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
Let's carry on that short video. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. Yeah.
By lesser known charities only. Pastor Tobi is a smart man. All he's done is take a business model
He's
that
not
was
smart.
profitable in Africa and brought it over to the UK. He created SPAC Nation, the Salvation Proclaimers Anointed Church, and it's a South London-based evangelical Pentecostal Christian organisation that promotes quote-unquote first-class leaders. But my problem is, on one hand, you're telling people to put their weapons down, but then on the other hand, you're brainwashing these congregation members into taking out loans that they can't afford to pay back. And then you're telling them to hand over all that cash to the pastors because they need it and they're doing God's work. Even BBC Panorama investigated Pastor Tobi and his pastor mates for financially exploiting its members. He's even been quoted as saying it's not a big deal for members of the church to give at least £1,000 a month. He also said he needs to make £1 million monthly. Simple question, why? What Pastor Tobi is doing is no different than those American televangelists that tell their congregation they need a private jet in order to deliver God's work quicker. It's a sham, It's a con. Now, rather than being a man of God, Pastor Tobi is a celebrity. He craves the limelight and attention. It was so simple when he quote-unquote wrote a letter to try and help young Diz. But really, all he wanted to do was be in a documentary. He wants to be seen as a leader, and when really SPAC Nation is just a cult. If a man of God is telling its members to give, even sell your blood to donate money to a church that does little to none to help its members, then he's a crook, plain and simple. The guy is a criminal. He just wants to attach himself to other celebrities because it's the in thing to do. And Pastor Tobi is living a lifestyle his congregation can only dream of. And to be honest, it's thanks to all their donations. Stay safe.
Oh, wow.
Let this soft mineral melt in your mouth.
Guys.
And there's another con. You just come out there, a mineral that will grow gums and teeth back. The whole world is full of cons.
Yes. You see people will they'll put online different creams. They tell you this cream will make all the you become spotless.
What mineral can you put in your mouth and it will fill all your fillings and grow all your gums back and do everything? It's all, the whole world is full of scams. And so that's probably the bad thing about the internet can give you it can give you any information you want, but you have to put up with the crap. And unfortunately, these people will fall for the crap. Like Tobi, Pastor Tobi, he's giving his nonsense out, and sadly for him, he's doing it in the wrong country. And as you said, Esther, his pastors are already in prison because
some of them are.
He has threw them all under the bus, but eventually the law will come for him and he will end up in prison, as they all do. And the American door knockers, like your Jehovah's Witnesses and your Mormons, all these American religions that, force it on you, it's all for cash. And these people, the Mormons have to buy special underpants. What the fuck is a special pair of white ones for them and a vest? Why should these guys have to pay for that?
Exactly.
They do.
Good question. It's a good question.
It's meaningless. It's all about, make money. Joseph Smith, when he started it was all about, how can I make more money? I know I'll just sew 2 pair of underpants together and sell it as a special underpants to anyone who follows this bollocks. And you're talking a guy who's addicted to gold. And they get
addicted to what? Addicted to what?
Sorry?
You said, I saw, who was it you were on about? Addicted to what? What were they addicted to?
Joseph Smith was the founder.
Okay, Joseph Smith, okay.
Almost 250 odd years ago now. I'm sure someone can Google it and get me wrong on that, but It's only a couple of 100 years ago, but he found it, and this guy was addicted to God. He was already a convicted criminal for. You should, you know, them divine and things that people get with. It's like two handles, and they can divine water. But he can do he used to be able to do it to gold, pour gold to farmers, and he charged people to divine for gold and say, dig there for gold for a fee. Then he'd disappear. Fortunately, in the end, they caught up with him. But
Can I show you something? Can I show you something?
To gold, and that's why can you imagine how much gold it would take to make plates of the whole Bible?
Obama is not talking. He can't talk. He's a retard.
Sorry. I was just going to show you this quickly.
He's a fucking retard.
A retard. Yeah, that's a great name. But, Esther
can't talk. He's a retard. He's a fucking retard.
Yeah, there's your pastor there. Esther, have you ever heard of the name SPAC?
SPAC? No. SPAC? No.
It's basically, you know, it's a diss what we for spastic we call them spackers. Well, I'm not saying we call them spackers. I mean that was a diss name for a spastic. The name spastic.
Spastic.
You're a spacker.
Okay.
And SPAC is quite appropriate for that guy.
Okay.
But I mean, Paul is right there, and he's paid money just for something that, you know, a lot of people will not see. The world is full of scammers. You know?
I like this one. I like
this. It's too good to be true. It is too good to be true.
Of course. Just 1 second. Let me play this here.
Last time I put in a work on a weekday, Sunday I listen to some gospel. Last time I put in a work on a weekday, Sunday I listen to some gospel.
Sister does not bank with NatWest.
I'm a Yahoo 419 kid. 419. Last time I put in a work on a weekday, Sunday I listen to some gospel.
It's just dissing. They're just dissing him.
No, it looked like he was dropping low for Jesus there.
Yes, of course they were dropping low. Come on, that was dropping it low for Jesus. Dropping
it low for Jesus.
For Jesus. Drop it low for Jesus. Oh, is this the offending with Fendi? I'm actually looking for the offending
for you today.
Boom.
Psalm number 2, verse 8.
I think this is offending with Fendi.
And I will give you the ends of the earth as your possession. What were you expecting me to say today? We hand over SPAC Nation London to Pastor Dami and Pastor Sam. And it's been beautiful serving in this city. Now we're about to reach the world. And it's a beautiful season. So go follow them. Pastor Dami, Pastor Sam. We're going to have a nice service in some few minutes. It's going to be glorious. I know you're expecting me to talk about the shirt. Read it, spell it. It speaks for itself. So Fendi fends for itself, right? So just read. Whatever you interpret this as, just take it that way. Don't be off. I'm just joking. I'm not joking. Something for you today.
Did you hear that? Fendi fends for itself. I was actually looking for the offending with Fendi video. I wish I can find it. Offending with Fendi. But never mind. I'll look for that video. Okay, let's see. What's this one here?
To be fair,
the guy is so full of himself. Just this is it. This is it.
Actually,
this is it.
Vanity. You love it. You
this is it.
Views like okay, so I'm angry now. It's Fendi week. Yeah,
it's Fendi week.
Fendi.
offending people with Fendi. Come on, man. I'm just joking, man. Not now, man. Stop getting angry, man. Just join the gang. What's wrong with you? Hi. You know, I realize you guys actually like vanity. You
That's
love it. You
disgusting.
express those views like, okay, so I'm angry now. It's Fendi week. Yeah? It's going to be Fendi. Offending people with Fendi. Come on, man. I'm just
That's
joking, man.
just
Not now,
disgusting.
man.
And
Stop
that
getting
is,
angry.
you know, that's not the behavior
Offending
of a man of
people
God.
with Fendi.
She,
We are going to Gucci people with Gucci.
fortunately enough, fortunately, as
Fendi.
I've said earlier, he's in the wrong country, and
Thank you, Paul Scatler.
he will not fully get away with it.
He wouldn't. Listen.
Oh no, he will end up in prison, and he knows it because he's already thrown his own people under the bus. Eventually, you know, it will come to him, and he will end up in prison. And
hey,
you know, I hope it's like the Shawshank Redemption, where he becomes a sort of a hole for the bitches.
Oh well, that's our Pastor Tobi. But there's more. There is more. I will do lots more. And what's so good is the pastors. All the different pastors have their own different episodes. They're just a bunch of scammers. You know, a pastor that gathers together ex-gang members. What do you expect? What do you expect? These people are not reformed at all. These people are just carry that lifestyle into church. It's rather unfortunate.
Yeah, they're on a bandwagon, and they're preying on the vulnerability of humanity, where they are naive and maybe in trouble.
Yeah.
Maybe have you know, this affliction to where there must be something better in life, which is basically 90% of the human race. After COVID and all the crap and death and destruction that goes on constantly, I mean, every second someone dies. Every second someone dies on this planet. And I could probably extend that and say probably 2 people die a second, but 4 people are born a second as well. You can look at it that way, and they play on these sort of statistics, and they are statistics. I mean, I don't care what's going on in Azerbaijan or Uzbekistan. I don't care if people are being born or dying there. I really don't care. Why would I care? But this is just, you know, they pick on statistics of people and their beliefs, and they will exploit them and make money out of it. Look at him. I mean, who has ever bought a £2,500 pair of training shoes? Ever?
Can you imagine this? And I've never known trainers to increase in price. Once you put them on once, twice, does that happen?
Yeah, anything can increase in price.
Okay.
If it's got enough attention.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, just one second.
Well, yeah. Why would a Lamborghini or a Ferrari? Why are they increasing? Right? As long as they've got attention.
Yeah, but those are cars. Shoes, though. Shoes.
Yeah, well, yeah, the same thing. You know, they're on war, and they would increase in price. It's like, you know, you can go back to your toys, Esther. You know, your original mint in box, the nerd Star Trek toys that they buy and they keep them in their boxes. They're worth millions of pounds now. A lot of them are worth hundreds of thousands, millions of pounds. Depends what toy it is. They will be worth money if you keep them mint. It's just it's a mad world we live in, and it's the attention that it's given through the internet and through a comic book.
Doug, hold on 1 second. Let me
with him just getting into massive cars and whatnot.
Let's put this on.
and I will not be silent. I will.
That's the choir in his church. I'll take it forward to where he starts to speak, because to be honest, he's just taking advantage of all these young people. But no, I really want the focus to be on him and not these young people. Okay, here we go.
What a powerful song. What a powerful time to be alive. Of course, taking it back to my first love. This life is a journey. That's why I called it this journey called life. And in a moment, we're going to start a new journey on that beast right there. But hey, Livingstone Choir, thank you guys. That was awesome. That was very, very awesome. Now, I'm not going to get in until I get my bags, bring my bags, and then we're going to meet Romello, only for the nation. Are you ready? Life is a journey.
He's a pastor.
And the Bible says Jesus went from place to place, preaching the gospel, showing us the new way to the kingdom and the new style of doing things. So I hope you're ready for this. It's going to be another few minutes of amazing word, but now we're not going to do that with our Only for the Nation. Romello, Hope Dealers is going to be awesome. Are you ready for this though? And then after that, I'm going to speak to you. Where are my bags though? Yeah, let's go. Have you seen Night Shield, guys? Night Shield is awesome, and we're going to do this. It's going to be beautiful.
What's Night Shield?
Romello just before we go, and you're going to sing with us saying Only for the Nation. Thank you, guys. You guys have been awesome. Thank you. Okay. Hi, Romello.
Hello, sir.
Take us away. Only.
What's Night Shield? Is it the car? Is that Night Shield, the car, or the plane? Which one?
Well, I've never heard of a car called Night Shield. I'm guessing the private jet is. I don't know, whatever his name is, whatever comes out of his mouth is bollocks. To be fair, I'm a sort of humanist like you, Esther, but I really do want to shoot that guy in the face. Or punch him in the throat.
Oh, no.
Whatever will give me more fun and give him more unpleasantness.
Mm-hmm.
Either repeatedly punch him in the throat or in the neck, or just shoot him in the fucking head, and the world will be,
For the nation.
Yeah, no, I'm not that guy, but I want to see this. Oh, look at him.
No, look, they pretend like they're going on the plane, right? He says he's getting his bag.
No, sure.
They don't go anywhere. This is all just hired. This is all just show. This is terrible. This is terrible. How did church get to this point? How did church get to a place where we start showing off planes, we're showing off cars, we're showing off things that don't belong to us, and we call it church? This is just
Brian Stevens is right.
Brian is right. Yes,
centuries ahead of these people.
Says a new style of grifting. The Catholic Church is centuries ahead of him.
It is. The Catholic Church have been fucking grifting forever. And it's all about poverty and war. This is all, these people are all about vulnerability and gullibility. This is where they make their money. Yeah, I mean, Catholicism is it's the biggest grift on earth. And it always will be. Never mind your Indian scammers, because we have to blame ourselves for the Indian scammers who now scam all around the world because we set them up. We give them thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of computers and set up these call centres to sort out our issues in our secular countries, and then we give them up when communication got cheaper. We give up there, but we left them with all that stuff where they can. All of a sudden, they're not making any money from it now, so they grift. So we've only got ourselves to blame for Indian scammers and African. If you ever get an email from an African prince that says, I've got £3 million worth of gold with your name on it. Anyone who wants to answer that is, well, they're just ridiculous. Well, they believe in Tobi, the pastor, to be fair. Mm-hmm. Or they're gullible enough to believe in him. And what we're watching now. You got a gold necklace.
Yeah, look. Dog, look. Someone's... Krishna says, I've got your wallet, dog.
Hang on.
Dog is checking to see whether his wallet is still there.
It's still there.
Oh God, yeah. Look at Pastor Tobi. Look at this is gospel, guys. This is gospel music. We're preaching. This is Jesus. This is the Jesus people. This is. Let's see. Let me see if I can put some volume on here.
We
so
talked
you
about
guys
this
can
earlier.
Sorry.
Yeah, tell me why you think I stay the same. I treat my problems like I'm getting tired up because I face the pain. Yeah, my life's changed for the better. I know you ain't happy, don't try to be clever. The only time that I'm under the weather is when I miss some drip. And I risk it all, I ain't scared of shit. Only for the nation.
We talked about this earlier. I mean, not you and I, Esther, but we're talking about, the gospel music comes in every form of genre. It can be, it can be metal, it can be punk, it can be, country, bluegrass, it can be whatever. It can be grunge, or it can be anything, psychedelic. There's these gospel bands that will just turn a Pink Floyd song into and just put Jesus in the middle of in the middle of their crap and just make songs about it. There's money to be made in religion. We know this and we've seen it, but the crap that the people that are actually the despicable people that make money out of it is horrific, and it's sad and it's crap. That the people he's exploiting. You got this guy, he's Tobi, he's doing all these videos about. Why would you exploit that? Why do these people never post a video of him giving a sandwich out to a homeless guy?
Oh no! There are videos where Tobi has look. This is just the grift where Tobi does, according to him, he does philanthropy. I can never say that word. Yeah, he goes off to.
He says
it's like using £5, right? You use £5, buy a couple of things, yeah, and then you put them all on video, show it off to the world as if we are doing something. In fact, let me go see if I can find one of the videos where he reckons he's doing some philanthropy work. Philanthropy. Oh, geez, I could never see
not a T in the middle. Well, there is a T in the middle, but it's not pronounced.
Philanthropy.
It's philanthropy.
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 There's no T in the middle.
Philanthropy. Okay. All right. I heard you the first time. Let's see. Where's he doing his philanthropy work? Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
No T
okay. So let's see. Let me show you
what's a T in the middle of the word.
Hang on.
It's not pronounced.
Let me show you what his kind of philanthropy looks like.
Philanthropy. Philanthropy. No T.
Philanthropy.
There is a T in the middle.
So philanthropy.
It is philanthropy.
Philanthropy. Okay.
Philanthropy. Yeah.
Philanthropy. I got it. All right. Philanthropy. Okay. Where's the video I'm looking for?
I love you, Esther. You're mental. I love it.
Wait. Wait. Hang on. Where's the video I'm looking for? Wait. It's which one? It's where's it? What have I just done?
Pastor Tobi being a philanthropist, I can imagine that would be hard to search for. I doubt there's that many.
No, I just found the video and it just disappeared.
Yeah, of course it did.
No, seriously, it was here just now, and for some odd reason, it just disappeared. Right. Okay. All right, let's see. Just 1 second. I will show you what his version of philanthropy looks like. Okay? Okay, so this is what Tobi's philanthropy looks like. Right, here we go. So it says, Pastor Tobi joins Twitter. Xboxes, $10,000, NFTs, and gadget giveaways. Okay. So that's his idea of philanthropy. Let's see.
HQ Games Room, guys, you can see I'm on Twitter now. I've got so much gadgets to give out. It's going to be very, very awesome.
Oh my God, yeah, they're all Twitter gadgets.
And by Saturday, if we reach a certain number, 10,000 actually, I'll be giving out $1,000 worth of ETH. Then the next week, I'll do $10,000 worth of ETH. That's what we're going to be doing until we reach, let's say, 100,000. Do you love this games room? Now, the Twitter page is just for NFTs, crypto, and leadership talk here and there. That's what we want to do. So let's make this work. So this week might be your turn. Next week might be your turn. So retweet this video. Let people know. I've got gadgets worth how much now? Endless. Ready to be given out. So let's actually fly. Do you love this fly gadget? This is beautiful. I'm telling you. Retweet the video, let someone know. This Twitter page will make you rich. Others will make you entertained, gossip. But this one, you want new resources, new money, NFT stuff. Tell the crypto world. PT is here now. Now we're about to fly. Let's go. Look at this. Let me see if I can fly smooth. Go.
Yeah, so this is his idea of giveaways.
There we go.
Yeah, but Esther, I know you have never subtly done this whatsoever, but that's just another form of e-begging. And now you've got more than 100,000 subscribers, right?
Yes.
So you now have the ability. You've got your own, you got your own URL through YouTube. You've got the ability to monetize your channel, although you don't really care about that. I know you don't. But
it's the channel is monetized now, but I don't make
a
big
you
song
don't really
and
care
dance
about it.
it.
I know. But what I'm saying is, but you get sent you will get sent these graphs and whatnot from YouTube about I can't think of the word. Your likes and your dislikes and your comments and on what's names on your channel. And you will get you will get these graphs that makes you probably more worthy of adverts or not adverts. You will get money just randomly from people now that you're monetized. It's not just about you got these people like Yogcast and PewDiePie and all these people that have got millions of subscribers don't have to do anything. All they have to do is just post a video, and advertisers will impede on their videos, and they will get thousands of pounds just for. They'll get more, but through the interaction from either it's a good like or a bad like or a comment. The interaction with the video itself will just make them money regardless or irregardless of what. But when you're begging for people to like and subscribe, that's what it's all about. The more people that like to subscribe, is the more money you'll get at the end of the day. That's simply what it is.
Hang on. So B just put in the chat that she just read that Tobi Adegboyega has started a new church.
Yeah, he will.
Influence. What's this influence church. Same story, different name, different pastor to front. Hopefully, someone will connect the dots and alert the police. Wow.
Absolutely, Beach.
Another.
And what I said earlier, he will eventually end up in prison in the UK.
He will. He will.
Only so
He
far
will.
he
It's
can,
only a matter of time.
Go for this.
It's
In
only a matter
America,
of time.
he can keep going forever. He will go forever in America because you know they fall by that inane and out of date. I'm not saying don't believe in your constitution, but it needs amendments. It needs changing. It needs updating. Like every law in the UK, we update them. We do update them all the time. When people can use it to get away from prosecution when they are absolutely guilty, we will update it after that, and we will carry on.
Oh my goodness!
Religion.
Hang on.
No, to be fair, Esther, we will accept diversity.
Wow, that's here. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, how are you?
Diversity.
I didn't see you there.
Love diversity. And Wildorf will agree with me. He loves diverse Britain too, don't you? You love diverse Britain. You love the different cultures that Britain has.
Yeah.
Wow. So look, flamboyant
different
pastor
Tobi, different religions, absolutely, and that's just the way it is. So I like that. I enjoy that, but as far as this American sort of situation, an African sort of situation, where these scammers will come in and take the piss out of tax-free religion, they won't get away with it in the UK for long. They will get away for a while, and they'll live a good lifestyle for a bit, but they will end up getting bummed in prison.
Mm-hmm.
That's the norm. When they have no one else to throw under the bus, they will end up getting bummed in prison.
Listen to this. Listen to this. Oh, let me read this. I really need to read this. Gosh, I'm going to take my time and do a couple of streams on this guy. So, flamboyant pastor Tobi Adegboyega launches new church after the UK government shut down SPAC Nation amidst the fraud allegations, right? So, he launched a new church right in the middle of fraud allegations leveled against him by the UK government. The head pastor of SPAC Nation has announced the launch of the new church, Influence Church, via the church's official Instagram page. And he has announced a head pastor, Ndidi Gordon, to be in charge. Now, it says here, recall that earlier in the week, the UK government shut down SPAC Nation owing to fraud allegations to the tune of almost £1.9 million. Wow. Influence Church is the fourth church Adegboyega will be launching since he started his ministry. So since he decided he was going to become a pastor, whatever 4 churches. So one's closed, another's open, another's 4. Yet people still follow this scammer. 4 churches.
You've shown like 5 videos from this guy, Esther, and what part of the Bible has he quoted? He's quoted nothing in the Bible. All he's done is shown off his wealth and talk bollocks. That's all he's done. But people will fall for this guy because they see the wealth and they think, I can have that. His wealth.
Give you lawyer expensive trainers.
Any of that. What part of the Bible has he quoted in any of the videos you've shown?
None.
Exactly. So what makes him so religious? He quoted nothing of the Bible. He just went on about, he just showed his wealth off.
Wild Hat, how are you doing?
The guy in a silk shirt, I would never, if I was going to buy a silk shirt, it would never look like that at all. Mm-hmm. I've got a feel aftertaste thing, but stepping that off a private jet.
Can you imagine?
Yeah,
They didn't even get in. They didn't even get into the. They only did all of that just for the
He
video.
had a row of Photoshop bloody Lamborghinis in the London street. They were Photoshop. And he was only a passenger. So what the fuck is up with it? Why does no one ever realise? You know, this goes back to we do. What was that show called?
Which one?
I'm trying to think of it. The teenagers show. I mean, great in Britain.
Granger.
My kids got it, but
Power Rangers.
Biker Grove.
No,
Anyway, while you're trying to remember, Doug, Wild Hat, have you been?
Well, if I
haven't
mentioned
seen-
Bus
I haven't
Wanker,
seen-
would that ring a bell?
Bus Wanker, yes.
Bus
yes,
Wanker.
Yes. Rings a bell.
Yeah. I'm doing good, thanks.
Channel 4, the team, anyway, he shouted out the passenger sheep, Bus Wanker.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said, well, you're a passenger. You haven't even got the car. The same as him. I mean, I'm just elaborating on something that sounds a bit weird now. I'll just, look at a twat. But at the end of the day, it's all about context. And his context is we know he has money. Obviously, he scammed people out. He's been in so many court cases of fraud, and he threw all his passers under the bus. So much so that he has thought that changing his affiliation and starting a new church up, he can do it all over again. But eventually, the UK will catch up with him, and he will be getting bummed in Broadmoor. That should be a saying, actually. You're going to get bummed in Broadmoor.
So, Doug, just hold on. So, have you been, Wild Hat? I haven't seen you in a while.
I'm doing good, thank you very much.
What have you been getting up to?
I've been streaming.
You'll support Man United, are you, sunshine?
Yes, I've been supporting Man United.
I'm joking, mate. You know I'm joking.
I know.
We do this every time we stream together.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been streaming daily on my channel, and all that.
Okay. So, what sort of time do you come on? Because I don't seem to catch you.
Manchester United time. It doesn't exist.
I'm on all the time. I have like 8-hour shows.
What?
Yeah, like 8-hour, 12-hour. I'm on almost constantly.
8-hour shows.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I had a short one this afternoon with Christopher Mount, an after show. I've just woke up from that. So yeah, it's all been going good. And how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I'm about to log off. I couldn't do an 8-hour stream, even if you paid me. Well, if you paid me, maybe, but my gosh, 8 hours. Look, Wild Hat, I'm getting too old for this now.
To be fair, Wild Hat does come out with some good shit. It's funny content. It really is a good laugh sometimes watching them. I don't watch you all the time, mate. I have to admit.
Swami,
that's fine. No, it's good.
Let me write that down. Swami.
But you do come out with some good content.
Ooh. Swami. Gosh, that's a long name. Swami Anubhav Bhavananda Bhavananda. What the? That's a long name. Okay, so Swami Bana Abin. Okay, I'm not even going to try. I will check him out. So it says check him out
This is
as
another African
homework.
scam.
I will go and check Swami Anubhavananda. Anubhavananda. I will check him out. Okay, right.
Why doesn't Pastor Tobi? Why can't he get away? Why does he not have to do these elaborate plays? You know, to dismiss demons, and why does he not do that? Like you have shown, Esther, in the past.
Mm-hmm.
You've shown these African pastors that they'll go through these extraordinary, fantastically over the top plays. I mean, we're talking Shakespeare with bad actors to dismiss the demons out of these people to fill their collection plates, of course. Okay. Why does he not have to do that? Why is he still getting away with it?
Anubhavananda. All right. Okay. So let me Google him right now, actually. So it's Swami Anubhav. Okay. Okay, then he's an author. Ah, nice. Okay. What's this about? Swami. 1 second, guys. Swami Bhavananda. Deep spiritual brother Bhavananda. So Yogananda site. Yogananda. Right. Deep spirituality and compassionate caring for all. Oh, okay. He's a self-respected monk of Self-Realization Fellowship, Yogoda Satsanga Society of India. Oh, he's passed away.
He's a Bollywood filmmaker.
Okay. Okay. Oh, he inspired countless souls with his deep spirituality and compassionate caring for all who came to him. Ah, interesting. Okay. That's I'll have to do that homework later. Because right now I'm going to have to call it a day. Need me some sleep.
You're dead, yeah.
Thank you very much for letting me on. I need to take a bathroom break, so I shall exit stage left. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, but listen, before you go, put the link to your channel. Some people might want to come in and
thank you very much.
Watch your long streams. And Doug says you do some really good content on there. But why don't I see you live? I don't get
better
it.
content than Stu.
Hang on. Have you changed your channel name?
Stable milk and
yes.
Have you changed your channel name?
Better content.
Yeah. I got a channel deleted. Oh, I've had 4 channels deleted because of karaoke. 4.
Why?
Because of karaoke. You know, the copyright claims.
Okay.
So that's a new one.
That's your excuse, and you're sticking to it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so I got the wrong one. Oh, since I got the wrong one. So Anubhavananda, the philanthropist. Okay. And right, all right, let me go check. Anubhavananda.
So thank you very much for that, and I shall exit stage left.
Have you put the link to your channel?
Yeah, it's in the. Oh no, I'm not a mod, am I? I'll have to put it in the private chat.
Put it in the private chat, and I'll.
Yeah.
Make me a mod, and let me give you a link. Okay, Krishna. Okay, let me put this. So, guys, please do subscribe to if you're one who likes all those long streams. Yeah, make sure to go and okay, so Krishna, let's see.
From a Manchester United supporter, of course. I mean,
oh goodness, not Manchester United. Can we not talk about Manchester United? Who cares about Manchester United?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want, Esther. But yeah, Wildheart, unfortunately,
He's a scouser. He's a scouser.
He wears his Man U shirt a lot, so unfortunately, his content comes with Manchester United.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not, I'm not giving a hatred thing over it. I'm just, I'm taking it from a religious point of view where, you
hate Man United.
Man United is the club of the gods, and if you don't believe in God, then you don't want to watch that fucker. You can't. But that's just me. That's just an atheist, theory on it. Because Man U, they believe it. It's from God. Man United Man United supporters are football theists. Everyone else in football are atheists. Let's just put it that way. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to leave it at that.
That couldn't have been a more wrong statement. you couldn't have got that more wrong.
I think that could be a good statement. To be fair, Wild, mate. I think that could be a good statement. But anyone that supports Man United,
before you go, Wild Hat, I remember going back some months ago, you're having a little crisis and everything. Yeah. How are you doing now? How's things with you now?
Yes. Everything's going good. I've cut down on the alcohol. I'm almost off the alcohol.
Yes.
I'm getting a little bit of vodka a day just to keep me, so I don't have a fit. You can have fits if you stop completely. So I'm just on a little bit of alcohol a day, but I've nearly stopped altogether, and everything's going good.
Good lad.
glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. And just keep
on. You got to remember, you're part of the internet, mate.
Yes. And
you're now part of the internet, and you will be missed by, people. I'm not going to say everybody because but you will be missed by people. You put your mark on the world because you've got videos out there. You're part of you're part of life now forever.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes.
Okay, so that's Krishna. I've got him on my phone, so that's the one. So yes, I shall be looking at that before I go to bed tonight. Comments are turned off. Why? 4 secrets of life, 2 of 4. Okay. Okay, guys, I think it is time to go.
Esther, you some sort of lightweight. It is Saturday night, by the way, or no, it's just getting into Sunday morning now. Are you some sort of lightweight?
Shush.
Dog, listen, I've got tomorrow. You want me to tell all my business here? When I wake up later on in the day tomorrow, I've got a date. For goodness sake, dog. I need to get some sleep so I can be well rested for my date.
Good girl.
Exactly. So listen, I know it's a Saturday and all. I know tomorrow is Sunday, but hey, I'm meeting someone up tomorrow. For goodness sake, dog. I need my beauty sleep so I can go meet someone.
Pastor Tobi?
I'll kill him. No. Tobi? Oh, no.
I hope it all goes well. I'm going to go.
On your day.
So too. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see how it goes.
I'm actually jealous.
Why? You're married, for goodness sake. Why are you jealous?
Why? You're a similar age. I mean, yeah. I've been married for so long that I miss date night.
Dating. Take your wife on a date then. Take her.
Do. We have them, Friday we have a chinky and a shag.
What's a chinky?
Chinese.
Oh, a chinky. Oh.
A chinky.
Or a shag on a Friday. So you only shag on a Friday?
Huh?
You only shag on a Friday?
Well, I mean,
You said you have a chinky
so,
and a
yeah,
shag.
I mean,
Do you only shag on a Friday?
Well, yeah, it's sort of scripted now, my life. Like, you know, my marriage is scripted. We get to that point where, you know, we.
Okay, so it's a Friday thing. It's a Friday.
Saying that when my penis started working again after the stroke, it did. I threw a spanner in the works and made it a little bit more exciting. But we're back to. But saying that, you know, I'm getting numb again down there for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's the medicines I'm on. But it doesn't matter. But yeah, you get to a certain point in your marriage and life. It's scripted. You know, you'll talk about things. You'll do this. You'll do that.
Listen, I think you need some onion. You need some onions. You need to eat more onions. You need some
onions, and we need the Holy Ghost. We need the excitement in the life.
Exactly, to get things going again.
The excitement in your life. I mean, like, you know, you make the excitement. That's what it's all about. That's why people fight and row, and they have these things, and they do things, and they have these weird ideas.
How long have you been married?
Sexually, when you're in your 50s, sexually, that is very scriptured.
How long have you been married?
It's scripted to a point where we'll have it's Friday night. I mean, to be fair, now you mentioned it and made it look the way it is, I might go change it to a Saturday night and go for maybe Taiwanese food. Take out, or maybe just a sweaty kebab, a sweaty doner kebab, and have that as a change, and just step it up a bit. I've had sex with the same woman for over 30 years.
Wow!
I still love it. I mean, she's, she is. I mean, after what I've been through the last few years, she stuck with me, and she has adored me through all that, and just makes she is. If there is a God, she is God, and she's female. That's my wife.
Oh, that's nice.
That is how I see. That's how I look at it. I mean, she put up with my crap.
After 30 years, and you can still say that about her. That's nice.
Well, yeah, 91 we met.
Wow.
So 31 years even. We got married in 98. So yeah, and we got kids. We got 2 kids, twins, boy and a girl. We always laugh at it, one it. I would like to have more kids.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to have more kids, but medical reasons.
So hang on a second. So look out for number 1 says that you're an old fart, but then it turns out Brian Stevens says, hey, now he Brian is the old fart around here, at least when he's present. And then Krishna says, I'm very, very young. I'm only 57. So yeah. Krishna is 57 years young.
Yeah, I'd love to be only 57. And I'm younger than him yearly wise.
No, but you're in your 50s, aren't you, dog?
I'm 53 now, yeah. My birthday is January the 19th, a little bit after Jesus.
When is Jesus' birthday?
25th of December. Come on, Esther.
I thought that was just a date. What was just assigned to. No one knows when Jesus Almighty person was born.
No one even knows his existence. But that is the delusional date we've been given.
Everything's just made up, isn't it?
Anyway, I was born on my birthday, January the 19th. So I went through that awkward age where I had to do, with people my age, I still had to do the extra year in school and things like that. I was just born at that age where I just fell under the. When everyone was 16, I was still only 15, let's say, and they left school, and I was still 15. I was a year behind everyone. But I don't know whether that's a good or bad thing. Well, I'm still an idiot. It doesn't matter. You know,
See,
what I learned
Steve,
at school.
Steve McQueen manager says, I'm not married and I'm pissed. I hope you don't spend any time looking at the BBC. So what's BBC? Is it the British broadcasting thingy? What's BBC?
I'm actually sort of working it out. I know I come on YouTube and I talk shit, and I sit in chats and things like that, and I rarely sit in. You know, I'm in chats for like a few days at a time and things like that. But I'm actually realizing why people do or have the time to sit in all these different discords and this and that, and Instagrams. I do Twitter, I do YouTube, and I'm really on them. I really don't have the time. I work, but where people find this time is beyond me. And that is the sort of thing. Married life. I mean, I have to watch my TV show. Well, I don't like TV, but I have to sit and watch them and get interested in certain shows that the wife like. Of course, I've got to give her attention. I have to, and she's given me so much love and attention through my stroke and crap like that, and I'm going through it again at the moment. I mean, my numbness across my genitals and midriff is spreading across the other side for some reason. I don't know why, but I mean, so many medical pill and med groups. It's unreal that my whole life at the moment is monitored. I don't like to be monitored, but it is medically monitored.
Yeah, but Doug, I mean, I would say to you that you have done amazing. You've been through that stroke, and you've come away on this end and still full of life and still, back at work now, and just keep pushing. So you've got to give yourself a pat on the back for.
Esther, you heard me speaking last night, didn't you?
Yes.
Was I a lot more coherent than I am now?
Yes, last night.
And I've not had a drink since. This is how my medication works. It's just mental. But what my medication is doing to me at the moment is making my whole nether region, my both buttock cheeks. I'm still numb a lot on my left side. It's making both. And my doctor said it's a sciatic nerve. It's a sciatic nerve that's being trapped. But I don't feel that. I just feel numbness that's spreading on the other side now, and I'm getting pain down. My life is nonsense. These shows and my life just is keeping myself busy, and being on these streams is great. And it takes my mind off my medical conditions. I don't care about my medical condition. That's my life. If I die, no one will care. No one will ever care, because I've never put myself into a place where.
Well, your children will care. Your children will care. Your wife will care.
Well, yeah.
The family members, they will care.
I would be remembered, as I said, I would be remembered through my like this, like your little streams. When you die, your streams will still be here, and I will be on them. But I've never made an impact on the planet, and I don't care about that. People say, you're born with you're born naked, you'll die naked with nothing. No, I'm going to die with my name, and if mine. That's what I said. We were talking about last night. If you can, people, it's the instinct of spreading their name about and being somebody on this planet. Hitler did the best job. Did he not?
Hitler,
yeah, he did a great job of being remembered.
for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, absolutely. It doesn't matter. And this is what Donald Trump did, and everyone that's ever caused and been involved in any war, people will. Winston Churchill. You've heard of Winston Churchill, haven't you, Esther?
Yes. I do know.
Who was the prime minister? Who was the prime minister after Winston Churchill?
I've no clue.
Exactly.
I've no clue after
wartime. And this is what
Winston
Donald Trump tried
Churchill.
to do. Donald Trump tried to destabilize the Middle East because he knows wartime leaders get remembered. And they always will be. Thatcher, Churchill. They do get remembered for these reasons. Eisenhower in America, if you want to go there. But that's the way politics works. But it's all bollocks. The human condition is to be noticed, to have an impact, to to leave a legacy. Let's just say, leave a legacy.
So Afro-humanists, do not Google BBC, right? You know I will. You know I will do.
Yeah, BBC.
It's a British broadcasting thing.
Corporation.
British broadcasting. Yeah, BBC. That's the best of BBC. The British
BBC
Broadcasting Corporation. Is it?
Well, the TV licensing is about to disappear, let's say. Well, I mean, I hate paying £100 a year just so I can broadcast their shows. I mean, that license.
Unless that BBC stands for something else, because I mean, just 1 second. So BBC meaning, unless it means something else. Slang. Okay. BBC meaning in slang. What's that? What does when texting? Okay, it's time to go. Okay, I think I've heard it called that. It's time to go. The adult only. Oh, it's a big black sea. Oh, it's time to go.
BBC. I thought that was a BBW.
No,
beautiful black woman. I thought
no, not that one. This is a big black.
Well, abbreviate. Well, yeah.
A big black chicken.
Yeah.
It's a big
black. See you next Tuesday. Is that even?
No, not a big black. See you next Tuesday, but a big black Charlie Oscar Charlie Kite.
Right? Charlie Oscar Charlie what?
Charlie Oscar Charlie Kite. Kilo. Right? Hang on, let's see. Yeah, Charlie Oscar Charlie Kilo.
You're taught military phonetics now.
Huh?
You're taught military phonetics now.
My brother taught me that. My brother taught me the what you call them?
Military phonetics.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Oscar, blah blah blah.
Echo, Foxtrot.
Yeah.
And people get that, people see that as a phonetical alphabet, but it's not the phonetical alphabet. The phonetical alphabet is what we teach our children through phonics, which is they call it phonics now, which is a, b, k, d, f, j.
Oh yeah. Okay. Doug, as much as I love you, I need to.
I thought we were getting educational there for a minute.
We can do this tomorrow. Don't forget, I've got a very special meeting when I wake up. So yeah. I need to get some sleep. I need to definitely go get some sleep. Right. Okay, dog. Let's go. We need to go. We need to go. I bet Mrs. Dog will be waiting for you in bed now, thinking, where is this man? What's he getting up to?
Oh no, she's
Who is he talking to? Not that Afro-humanist again. Wait till I get my hands on that Afro-humanist.
She's treated me as insane from the day she met me, and vice versa, to be fair. But yeah, we've got to a point where
for 30 years she's treated
we've always loved each other.
For 30 years she's treated you like you're insane. Wow.
I know, yeah, but she's treated me like Yahweh.
Yes, I need to get ready. Yes, I need to get ready.
I treat her like Yahweh as well. I will never. I don't disrespect what she does at all, even when she's shouting at me for, simple things like leaving the toilet seat up and crap like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'll respect the fact that she has an instinct.
Hey, stable milking stool.
There we go. You hear me talking about them earlier.
Yes, oh my goodness. Right, guys, I need to go. I'll be back tomorrow and I will let you all know how my date goes. So wish me luck. Pray for me. Pray to the God. Pray to the God of the onion gods.
Where are you meeting?
I've got an address. It's a pub. It's a pub. It's a pub somewhere.
Oh, a pub. That's a good thing. I mean, if it was an address like a hotel room or
no. It's a pub.
McDonald's. You can probably gather it. It's not going to go good.
But
it's a pub in the UK. That's a good place to meet for a first date. It really is. If it's on like a bench in a park somewhere, then or McDonald's or Burger King or Kentucky or
mind your own friggin' business. Okay, there's another man. There isn't another man yet. There might be another man soon.
Hope so.
There might be another man soon. Why not? I mean, come on. Okay, guys, it's time to go. Good night, everyone. I'm not even going to bother playing the outro. I will see you all tomorrow. You all take care. Good night. And enjoy the rest of your night, morning, noon, evening. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Doug, thank you for coming again. And I shall see you tomorrow. All right. Love you too. Everyone, good night. Good night, and see you all soon. And please don't forget, hit the thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It helps the channel. Thank you all very much, and good night.